Toxic Femininity, brought to you by Midnight's Edge.
Greetings and good evening on this Monday evening here on Midnight's Edge. I'm with the ladies of Toxic Femininity, and we are here to entertain you, inform you, and hopefully not bore you. And I don't think that's going to be a problem.
No.
With us today, we have Miss Jane Theory joining us as a guest tonight. How you doing?
I'm fantastic. Happy to be here. Hey, guys.
Here. And returning Infinity. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Thanks for inviting me, Tom, as always.
Glad to have you. And we also have Mandy here wearing that awesome ass swag. Like what?
Woo! Like what? Hey, you guys. Yeah, if y'all want to get some awesome swag like this, and oh my gosh, you guys, it is so comfy. Go check out. Is it the link below, right, Tom?
It should be, but I don't think Andre fixed any of that.
Andre, no!
So hopefully by morning he'll have it fixed. So,
you guys go check out their merchandise.
Right now,
it's freaking awesome. It's so comfy and like, yeah, check it out. It's awesome.
Awesome.
You look
all right.
Fantastic, girl.
Thank you.
And last but go ahead.
Oh no, I just said Mandy looked gorgeous. That's all.
Aww.
And last but definitely not least, Miss Lorena, how are you doing today?
I am doing great. So glad to be here with you ladies and Tom and with our chat, because we have got an amazing, amazing show for you guys. And just can't wait to get started.
Yes.
Awesome. And I'm sharing the t-shirt link in the chat. And also I dropped, speaking of links, I also may or may not have dropped a single.
Ooh.
I saw that.
So if you want to get your hands on that from iTunes, here's a link for that as well. And it looks like we had a super sticker before we started real quick. It was from, what was it?
I put it in a private chat, Tom.
Yeah, there we go. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We got one right away from Kit Kat, who sent in a super sticker. Thank you so much. And then we also got a couple of super chats real quick we'll grab before we get rolling here.
Ooh.
We got one right away again from Kit Kat, who sends in 20 pounds this time. Says, happy birthday to William Shatner, born March 22nd, 1931. 90 years old, still raising and riding horses, still witty and charming. Very much loved.
Oh my God, is he really?
Celebrate.
Is he really 90?
He's 90. Yeah.
Wow, he looks amazing.
Doesn't he?
Oh my God, he does. He must be part robot or something to be able to look that good.
That's Picard, honey.
Oh my goodness.
Please don't remind me. Please don't.
Yeah, I know, right?
Wait, what?
Yeah, Picard's a robot now. Never
Yeah,
mind.
he's
Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah.
I never watched it.
Steven Otten says, hail ladies, wrenches, and everyone in the chat. Oh, and Tom too. I'm not affiliated with myself. Well, that's a good thing, I think.
It happens.
We got three more left here. Three more left here. Alexa, play I Look Good on You by Tom Connors. Spider Limited. Hopefully you should be able to say that here soon. It will be on all other a lot of other places soon. It's just iTunes is quicker than the rest. I don't know why. Dark Shadow says, evening ladies and Tom. Thoughts on Stephen Walton's hit video on EBS? Oh boy, good question, or not such a good question. I don't think it's a good idea to go after any other YouTubers, especially those that are friends or get in the middle of friendly spats or friends dealing with each other. And that's not speaking on the EBS side of things. I'm just speaking more on the Steven side of things. I should have just stayed out of it. That's my personal opinion. But again, I just one of those, though, that I have this thing about making videos about other YouTubers, though, too. So I have to say that much. If you ladies want to answer that real quick, that's up to you.
I kind of agree with you. It's just bad business to, I don't know. I try not to talk about any other YouTuber, and that just say it's best to stay out of squabbles.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's.
Yeah.
I concur.
Your, yeah,
That
I
sound is so
agree.
professional.
Keep your dirty laundry out of the public. You know, you guys
Yeah.
handle it offline between each
Mm.
other. You know, we already have enough going against us in the fandom. You know, we just
Mhm.
stick together.
Indeed.
You know?
Yeah.
All
And thank you for the
right.
super chat.
Indeed,
Yeah,
you
thanks.
do. And speaking of super chats, like what?
Oh my gosh, like Matt
You want to
G.
take this one, Mandy?
Matt G.
Yes, like oh my god, Batman is a bug. Delete to the Wizard too.
I can't read
Portal
all that
Echoes.
stuff. It's like a lot of numbers and stuff.
It's like backslashes and little dots, and then I don't know, like there's a www, and I don't know what it means, but you seem to have to like type it in.
Isn't that like what gets you to your Gmail?
Your Gmail. Thank you, Matt.
It's like the old internet.
I'm sorry. I'm having IT call flashbacks right now. Listen,
So funny.
All right. And then Roger H sends in a super sticker. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. Let's get these caught up so these ladies can get rolling. Isaac Hayes, Jesus. Isaac the Dragon. I want to go listen to some Shaft right now. Isaac says that Jane Theory sent me.
Hey, Isaac.
Thanks for
Oh.
coming.
Welcome, Isaac. I'm used to back to my radio days all of a sudden. That was Isaac Hayes. 16 bat mascot. Yeah.
Wow.
I need
You're on top of it.
I'm not drunk. I swear to that. Not drunk. My witness is God, and I know this.
See, this is what they say. They say that being tired is actually worse than drunk driving. Like tired
Sometimes.
driving, yeah, drunk driving is like less harmful apparently than
Right.
tired driving.
All right, well, let's grab these last couple here, ladies, and then we'll get into the show. 16-bit says, "Hey, ladies, best show of the week minus the Tom splaining."
Ooh.
Keep up the good work as always. I might be a little less Tom splaining tonight. see.
Thanks, 16-bit.
Yeah, thanks, 16-bit. I'll try not to Tom splain too much. Who wants to grab this one here?
I'll get this one. Matthew Sturgis for $19.99. Thank you so very much. First, I couldn't stop listening to As a song. Then I found Tom's song. Now I'm listening to them back to back on repeat while I dance with my cardboard stormtrooper and 3C plastic Godzilla. Send help.
Oh my
I know.
goodness.
I want video, or it didn't happen.
Wow.
Matthew,
that's
I want to
crazy.
hang with you so bad. Me
Right?
and you would have so much fun.
I'm with that cardboard cut out.
Yeah,
Just
right.
saying.
I can get some use out of that. Oh, and perfectly timed for Mandy. Like what?
Oh, Matt G for $5. Thank you so much. I have to say, I'm not offended with Mandy Summers, and I'm against Southern women doing Valley Girl accents when some dope sends them super chat.
Like what?
Like what? Thank you, Matt.
Nina, you want to grab that one?
Sure. Valiant Renegade, hey, thank you so much for the $2. Says, I just want to say I'm not affiliated with Matt G.
That's good to know. Jane, you want to grab this one?
Sure. Deadman Walking 55. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, headed to gym now that I have something live to listen to. We'll try to remember the squats this time. Have a great show. It's usually a riot.
Did the ladies
yes,
make you
squat.
forget to do the squats last time?
Squat.
Yeah, don't
gotta
forget to squat.
You got to squat, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then Larry sends us a super sticker. Thank you so much. L Punk Trace sending in some love here. Says, hi, amigas, Tom and Beta. That much pizza. Pizza sounds really, really good right now. You know what sounds good? Pizza.
It always sounds good.
It sure does.
I did it. Like, I could totally go for pizza right now. I was just thinking that. All right, I'm in the back room.
Okay, ladies. So, have all of you by now seen the Snyder Cut?
Yes.
I actually am probably the only one who has not seen it yet, just because it's 4 hours and I haven't had time. But I have heard amazing things about it, and I am really, really stoked to at some point cuddle up and watch this movie. I'm super stoked about it.
I saw it in like 3 sittings, so
Yeah.
You broke it up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first time it's nice that way too, because it's in parts, so you can just stop at like one of the parts. The first night it was like so late, so I just watched like one part, and then the next night I watched like 3 parts, and then I finished the rest the third night. So
It's gonna
have
it's
broken up like mini movies, so it's
right.
Yeah.
This is gonna happen for me though in my future. I feel it. I feel like I'm gonna be able to sit down at some point and watch it. And now that Nina said I can break it up, because see, that's what I didn't want to stop it if I couldn't sit down and watch the whole thing and like mess up the feel of the movie. So yeah,
well,
it's a little bit more comforting.
He literally like blacks out the screen and says like part 1 and part 2.
Oh, see, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. That's perfect then.
All right. So I must have been the only weirdo that sat there for 4 hours and watched it. Granted, I was working at the same time, so it was kind of half watching it for the first watch through, and then sat down with no distractions and watched it, and it was definitely a feast. It was definitely a feast for the eyes.
It was
for me,
especially the Henry Cavill parts. I was like, yes.
Henry Cavill looked good.
Jason Momoa looked good.
Y'all know me exactly.
You're Momoa girl.
All the water. All the tattoos. That's all I'm going to say. All I'm going to say. But yeah, it was definitely a feast for the eyes. I'm glad Steppenwolf wasn't a punk, and his CGI was a marked improvement.
So
CGI,
good,
and his voice,
right?
And his voice is just like, man. Now he actually seems like the big bad, and even the cut where Diana goes into the temple and she sees all the writing on the wall, and you hear the music and you see the rendering of Darkseid. It has that, oh my gosh, crap, we're in trouble, that I didn't get from the first film, but. Overall, it was a great watch. I enjoyed it. And one of the reasons that I think I really enjoyed it was because of the fans who wanted this cut so badly. And the director, Zack Snyder, gave the fans what they wanted, and just all the work that the fans were doing to get this to come to fruition. That was part of the hype for me, because as you know, I'm basically an MCU girl.
Same here.
Yeah, this campaign just drew me in. A director with so much love for his fans that he comes up with what his vision was, what the fans really wanted. So you gotta admit, this is kind of a gut punch to find out today from Heat Vision. For those people who don't know, Heat Vision is the blog section of the Hollywood Reporter that's dedicated to sci-fi and pop culture, and they usually have several exclusives. This one, which they tapped into from Variety. So we have Warner Media CEO blasts reprehensible behavior of some Zack Snyder's Justice League fans. How does that make you feel when you hear that type of title?
It seems like a repeat of what we've already heard a million times before from other industries.
Like Star Wars.
Yeah, yes.
Star Trek.
Star Trek,
I think Toxic Fan has been played already. we should come up with something new. Something new, and it's getting old. It's getting stale. It's time for new, cut downs for us, I think. Because this didn't faze me one bit. Hell, it's just another day, right?
Yeah. I mean, me either. But I can understand that a lot of Snyder fans would probably not look at, not look at this very lightly. They're going to be very annoyed at this.
Yeah, because they, to my knowledge, I don't know what they've done other than support the movie that they begged for. And
it's a movie that they didn't want made, though. That's part of the problem. It's in opposition to the company line and the company's own agenda. So anything we want, anything we support that's not consistent with what they have in mind, it is toxic. How dare you?
Exactly.
How dare you have demands as consumers of us? And that's where we are.
Absolutely. And this, to me, it seems like just a backhand to Zack Snyder fans. But speaking of they, let's introduce ourselves to who one of those they are. So we have Ann Sarnoff calls for DC fandom to be a safe place moving forward.
Oh God, I'm so tired of this word "safe place."
I am too, and I don't feel safe in any of these places they call a safe place. I've yet to feel safe in them, so I'm not
kidding.
I'm not sure who these are for, because it doesn't fit me, a woman. I don't feel safe in their safe place. So who is it for?
Well, it's definitely not for someone like you, who is a right-leaning woman.
No,
you have the wrong type of politics.
I'm the wrong person to be safe.
Yeah. Sorry, Mandy.
Damn the luck.
And what do they mean by safe place? Because to me, safe place is anywhere where Jason Momoa is. That's what I think.
Right, exactly.
To be a safe place. For some, it's wherever Henry Cavill is. For some, it's wherever Gal Gadot is. I mean, what exactly do they mean by that? And I mean, we're being facetious, but we pretty much know what safe space means. Safe space means protection from criticism.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the wrong kind of criticism. Let's put it that way.
Right. Exactly.
Well, I think if you scroll down, I think she says something about threats.
She does, and we're gonna get to
which
that.
is never cool. I mean, no matter what,
it's not.
But it's never so many that it requires this type of response.
Right.
So
they take one or two incidents and blow it up as if it reflects the entire fandom, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
And this isn't the only fandom where execs have gotten, not so happy or threats from fans. It's happened in every fandom. It's happened in Star Trek fandom. Warner Media.
I probably got 3 threats just while we've been streaming. I mean, it's the internet. I mean, it sucks, and it kind of makes you sad, and you're like, well, damn, there's another one that don't like me, but okay,
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna go out and make a big deal about it. Just kind of move on. Like, well, it can't be everybody's cup of tea, I guess. And
but for these people, it's emotional capital.
Right.
For them. Oh my God, we're being threatened. These fans are horrible to us. So let's figure out what they're talking about here and why Ms. Sarnoff is calling for this. Warner Media Studios CEO, and just to add, AT&T owns Warner Media. Ann Sarnoff had strong words for toxic DC fans in the wake of releasing Zack Snyder's Justice League. The executive was asked about the reputation of some of Snyder's fandom and reports that some executives perceived as being anti-Snyder Cut had received threats. So here's my question. Where's the receipts?
Right.
Yeah, where are the receipts? And did they explain why they were so anti the Snyder Cut, which is something that the fans, not toxic fans, the fans had been begging for. So how is that toxic? Because you want something that they're not providing out of an industry that you care about.
And why exactly would there be people in the company against their own product in the first place?
Yes, exactly.
It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't, but we're gonna get into that a little bit later. Kind of like why that is.
Can
Why
I jump in for
it's
2 seconds? I wanted to say what tragedy happened this last week without really calling it out. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Some that happened in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now, since then, anything and everything that could be considered anti-Asian has been targeted, right? There was a large part of this group of, well, I wouldn't say large, but a part of this group of Snyder fans that got behind Ray Fisher and attacked the shit out of Walter Hamada.
That's right.
They are setting this up. This is a setup, you guys. They're going to turn around and say all these fans went after Walter Hamada and it's anti-Asian, blah, 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 blah. Just wait. That's what's probably going to happen. I'm just spitballing here. Because if you go to the original interview with this, there's a lot of stuff in there. It's like an onion once you start peeling back some of the shit she's saying. Anyway, I'm not going to get too deep into it because I think Andre's planning a video on all this.
Okay, because I was going to say that
really, really, really deep dives into a lot of what's going on, and I think shows the mentality they have right now, and almost confirms a lot of the shit we've been reporting about the divisions inside of Warner Brothers and what's really going on with the vision for DC Universe. And frankly, the way Sarnoff makes it sound, Snyder's universe was never going to happen, no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
I just find it interesting that if they build this for so-called, threats against Walter Hamada, how are they going to balance that out by the fact that his accuser is a black man? I'm just saying that's an interesting contrast.
Well, it wasn't him; it was all the fans that got behind him. See, that's the thing. Exactly.
Interesting.
Well, I mean, my theory is that they're what they're trying to say is that basically the Snyder Cut only happened because the fans were so toxic and basically bullied the studios into making it.
They're also trying to say that as well. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How dare you force us into making this movie that you wanted?
Yeah.
You need to sit back and take that crap we gave you in the first place.
So they're saying, how dare you give us money?
Yeah.
Yeah, how dare you give us money for something we don't want you to have in the first place?
Because we live in that world now.
Right? It's clown world. I need a horn. Like
that is ridiculous.
It's so crazy.
I mean, it's like how do you make I can't comprehend what they're trying what's the end game here? Because it doesn't make any sense how us asking for something or a particular fandom asking, hey, we would love to see this, how that is toxic or how a company could be bullied into it. Not to mention it had to have made a ton of money, right? Everybody I know has seen it. Everybody is excited about it. Everybody was talking about it for months. So we asked for a movie. They made a movie, and we purchased the movie. We watched it. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
I can't wrap my head around the insanity that is this bullshit.
It doesn't, but it's like you have to, it's hard to get into Hollywood's head. Unfortunately, I lived out there for 5 years. You know how Dave Chappelle had Charlie Murphy's Real Hollywood Stories? Eventually, I'm going to have to tell you some of these real Hollywood stories that I had out in Hollywood. Okay, these people who go to these cocktail parties and everything, they don't give a crap about what you think.
No.
You are there to consume whatever they give you.
Yeah.
Sit back and take it. There used to be a time when they weren't like that, but it's changed now, Mandy. So they don't care.
Yeah.
They really don't care. So if they have to burn their foot off, to do it, they'll go and do it. It's like it's freaking crazy town.
It's like a snake that eats its own tail, man. Like they really just they don't care, and they think they're above you. They really do in every single way. So they just want their own ideas in your head, and if you want a specific something that they don't like, that's just it. Like
you should.
How do you not want to? How do you have so much freaking money that you no longer care about making money? Because whatever that is, I need some of that. I need that in my life because that has to be it, right? They just don't care. They don't give a shit if they make money anymore.
But don't the shareholders care? Shouldn't the shareholders want more money?
Not necessarily, Jane, because it depends on what kind of shareholder it is. I would think because the people at the top, the big kahunas usually all get paid anyway, so they don't really care about.
Okay. I'm sorry, Nina. Just to add to that, you also have to remember with the shareholders, there's different classes of shareholders. There's people who have 1, 2, or 3 or 4 shares, like peons like me, and then there's the hedge fund managers who own hundreds of thousands.
And those are the ones they like to listen to.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. And those people don't care.
And I think that's a good spot for this quick video here. Here's the thing about this is funny. This isn't just her mindset or this person's mindset, I should say, that we're listening to here. This is the mindset of the industry.
Yeah. And it's disgusting.
Both versions of Justice League, both the Snyder Cut and the Whedon version, were not good movies, and they were never going to be good movies. Comics are, and have always been, very queer. They are stories written by outsiders for outsiders about outsiders. I first wrote about the commodification of nerd culture back in 2012 and how it seemed to me that these insiders moving into outsider spaces were going to be the death of it. Insiders don't necessarily know how to tell outsider stories, and so everything they make is meant to appeal to white, straight, cis men. And so it's not really a wonder that most comic movies do not reflect the spirit of the comics they are based on. How does an insider tell the story of someone who has never been able to fit in as hard as they try? All any of this has done is empower a certain subset of white, straight, cis male nerds who, rejected by their peers for one reason or another, have decided to impose that same social hierarchy on nerd spaces, making it unsafe for people of color, queer people, and women.
Oh, God.
Jennifer, I didn't ask you to speak for me.
And by the way, you guys, go check out my comic book, Or the Wizard, Portal of Echoes 2 on Indiegogo, or Pirate Queen, either one, from a female. So, yeah.
I second that.
That angers me beyond anything because it's not like that. That is nothing like that. There are women in comics, there are men in comics, there are people of color in comics, there is not one group. It's not like there's just a group of like cis white men sitting around the table. I don't know the comic book. It's not like, it's ridiculous.
Never.
That is the stupidest point of view I've ever seen. And bless her heart, she don't know no better.
No, she doesn't. I've gone to conventions where I've seen all kinds of nerds of all colors about to punch each other because they're trying to get to that certain issue of whatever in the boxes of comics, talking about comics, nerding out about comics. The only barrier was you not being interested. That was the only barrier. That
was it. If she didn't get into comics, it wasn't because she went into a comic book store and a cis white man told her no. Let me tell you what happens to a girl that goes in a comic book store. And you guys in the chat, y'all have seen it. A girl walks in and it's all hands on deck. What do you need? What can we help you find?
Can I help you?
Let me show you this. Oh, you like the darkness? Let me show you Preacher. Let me show you this one. Let me show you that one. They bend over backwards for us. So for her to say that is such bullshit. Such ridiculous bullshit. So yeah, that's her comments are ignorant.
It's a victim mentality on full display because it is all about her and how she's the outsider. And this is the gatekeeping that they complain about all the time.
Yeah,
this is okay if you do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I, for one, I mean, I'm a woman, and I didn't get into reading comics because I was always confused about where the hell to start, and there's so many issues, and I was just like, oh, this is too complicated, so I'm just gonna watch the cartoons. And I love Spider-Man. Oh, he's white, he's a man, his name is Peter Parker, but I saw myself in him, in his struggle, in his, story, and how he was presented. I love Spider-Man. So what the hell is this chick talking about that it's just for cis white males and blah blah blah? No, it isn't. You just didn't have interest, okay?
You didn't have an interest in it.
No.
You were, you probably saw like Wolverine or somebody on the cover of one, and it scared you. We heard that
like
before.
The Punisher or something. And
and thought it wasn't for you. It's like, well, I'll throw you a bone. Yeah, I like comics because of the stories. Storm from X-Men grabbed me first because she looked like me and she looked cool. However, my favorite character in X-Men is Wolverine.
Mine's Rogue.
Mine's Gambit.
He's not.
I love Gambit.
Hey.
He's just like that. Just wants to freaking be left the heck alone, and that's how I felt like when I would read his story. So that's who I was drawn into.
Exactly. These people, they see these characters. And, like Nina said, the character she liked was Peter Parker. That was her favorite character. But you were able to look past the fact that he was white, right? You were able to look into everything. Why the nerds?
Lambda.
I could get past the fact that he was white, and
look at all these cis white fucking males.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Look at them. Look at
Oh my
them.
God. Guess what? Nerds invented queer. Sorry to break your little bubble. We were here first.
Oh, is this where we told them that they actually got into the black fraternity?
Yeah, there's that part too. But no, like seriously, like this is my thing. Like it's all the guys just because it's the fraternity. But like, look at that. It's not all white guys, and Lamar is not straight.
No, he is not.
Comedy right there.
No, he is not. Who were the girls? The
Omega
girls
Moose.
Omega Moose. Oh my God, I love that name. That is
Which is both are real fraternity and sororities. I actually dated an Omega Mu at one time.
Did you?
Yeah, for reals. Yeah.
wow.
That's pretty cool.
All right. She was a librarian.
Ooh.
But yeah, I could get past the fact that Peter Parker was white and a man, and also crawled on walls. I don't like spiders. I really don't. I dislike spiders a lot. But guess
how
what?
How were you able to like it then, Nina?
Because he struggled with the fact that he also didn't like to become like a mutated spider. He was like, he went and got radiation injection so he cannot become the man spider. Like there was a struggle. There's a story. I love that.
There is.
Exactly. But this, people try to say comments like that. Just because you as a woman didn't like it doesn't mean that other women didn't. And speaking in such a certain way to where she's basically trying to say that just only white men liked comics. Oh, and straight white men at that. Only it's so bullshit. And who is buying this narrative? Who is signing up and being like,
who is
you're
she?
Right.
Who is she to be like schooling everybody on what's going on like in comics anyway? Like who is she? Like
exactly. You're not in comics. You're not in comics.
Nobody but you think you're somebody.
No.
You're not talking to independent comic book creators. You don't know what we go through as, a person of color, as a female or anything. You don't know anything. You sit in your apartment and come up with these ideas in your head with nothing to back it up. No proof, no nothing. You just ramble so idioticly that I can't.
I'm just so over all these people like that, like trying to,
And I didn't mean to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, that's okay. Just that they're trying to.
I didn't mean to derail the conversation with it, but I was just trying to bring it up as like a point of this is what Hollywood, all the elites see right now, and they're thinking that as long as they make this a safe space, they can replace it with fans like that. That these fans will just flock And that was the mentality with getting rid of Gina. And you've seen it in that one article. They're like, oh, now that Gina's gone, Star Wars is now a safe space because the toxic person has been taken care of.
And that
now nobody cares about it.
Yeah, and that mentality is embraced in Miss Sarnoff, as we'll go on here further. So in relation to the executives, some of them receiving threats from Snyder Cut fans, we're not tolerating any of that, Sarnoff told Variety, and we'll get into that later, as part of an interview posted Monday on the studio's DC Future. That behavior is reprehensible no matter what franchise you're talking about or what business you are talking about. It is completely unacceptable. I'm very disappointed in fans that have chosen to go to that negative place with regard to DC. With regard to some of our executives, it's just disappointing because we want this to be a safe place to be. We want DC to be a fandom that feels safe and inclusive. We want people to be able to speak up for the things they love, but we don't want it to be in a culture of canceling things that any small faction isn't happy with. We are not about that. We are about positivity and celebration.
Can I say something? I like how she says that in one breath. Like she's like, oh, we're not about canceling anyone. And then the next breath, she's like, we're canceling David Ayer's cut.
Right? They're completely about canceling.
Talking about
they're absolutely about canceling. They tried to cancel the Snyder Cut.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count, Mandy. See, that's the right kind of canceling. They're talking about the wrong kind of canceling, which would bring the Snyder Cut back into existence.
Right.
See, that's listening to the small few. Like, this whole article is just nothing but excuses as to why they shouldn't follow Zack Snyder.
Completely. It's just it's like you peons need to realize you need to get in line and take what we give you. What you want is bad. What we want for you is good. And notice just the rebuking tone in all this. Wait till we get to the question.
She's right. She's right, though. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, that's what this is all about.
So further down, in addition, Sarnoff shot down another fan-led campaign for a critically panned DC film to have director David Ayers make a new cut of 2016 Suicide Squad. I actually like that movie. Not Jared Leto as a Joker, but I like the movie. We won't be developing an Ayer Cut, she said. Yeah.
So she canceled him right there.
Just like that.
Because people want it.
And he's like, why?
I know, you're just kind of like, oh God. And just like, I find out from something in Variety about that. And where do they have it? Let's see.
Is that like the new thing now? Like people just gonna find out what's going on social media and there's no more professionalism. Like no one's gonna give you that call. No courtesy call. No nothing.
Care. The days of the messenger coming to your house and delivering news is over.
Yeah,
it started going into you found out about it on the likes of Inside Edition and TMZ. Now you find about it on social media.
Yeah.
They just don't care.
It's like if they don't even care about their own actors and directors, what makes you think they care about you?
No one. They don't care about you at all.
They just like, like Snoop Dogg says, they don't love them hoes.
They
don't. To them. They don't love us. We're there to make them money. That's it.
They could be making way more money if they listen to us.
But that gives us a little bit of not really control, but it gives us an option. We can watch their woke version, or we can fight to get a version that we actually like. And they don't want us having a choice. If they take away the choice, then you're forced to watch whatever shit they can shovel up and put in front of you. Don't ask for better. don't question it. Even if you are, you love like a Star Wars, don't ask them, hey, where are my OG characters that I love? Why can't, don't do that. No, you don't get those.
If you start talking like that, Mandy, they're just going to say you're radicalized. And I know we're talking about this later, but that's just the way it is.
The fans are just asking for a good. That's the fans right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how we all love.
Storytelling, good character development. How is this hard?
And how is that a toxic ask? How is it toxic to, as a fan, want somebody who knows about the lore, what they're doing, somebody that treats you with a little bit of respect? Hell, just a drop at this point would make me smile. And good writing, good acting. How is that too much to ask for? How is that a toxic ask? Hey, do your fucking job. That doesn't seem toxic to me.
How toxic is it to put something together for the fans that are so good that the fans are like, shut up and take my money?
Right.
And here's the thing, like, I come from I come from the side of, like, I'm not a huge Zack Snyder fan. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Man of Steel. I don't
Neither
like,
am I.
I don't like his vision. I know you are, Jane, but I'm just not that person that likes that version.
Yeah,
okay,
I don't.
And it's not, there's no, like, no disrespect to the fans. I understand that people like Jane, my good friend Jane likes it. My good friend John from John Talks loves Man of Steel. We just disagree. But it's just, it's just everyone's going to have that flavor they like, that version of that superhero they like. So what's wrong with having choices? Like Mandy says, what's wrong with having these different people bring out their vision, and then guess what? The studios are going to make money because people still like superheroes. They'll go watch this guy's vision and this guy's vision and this guy's vision. And some people will like one and won't like the other. And what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. But yet this fandom was able to come together and organize themselves in a way to show their voices to the studio and be like, we want this. And they're like, screw you guys, because you guys are peons and you'll take what we tell you to take. And we're going to shoot ourselves in the foot just to show you that, you're going to get what you want, like we want you to get, not what you want to get. It's the most insane mental gymnastics I've ever witnessed.
And it doesn't, no matter how you do it, it doesn't make any damn sense. Because, like, exactly like you were saying, like, I loved the first Suicide Squad, the original one that came out. I loved it. I thought it was weird and different and totally different from any other superhero movie that I've ever seen. So I thought it was really, really cool.
The one
but at the same
Will
time,
Smith, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I like that one too.
And at the same time, I'm really excited about the other one because it might be another one that I'm gonna love. And then I get two Suicide Squad movies that I love. And I don't like the next one, or I just don't understand. Why do they? How do they not want to cater to the people that are paying them money?
This is gatekeeping, right, Loreno?
It's gatekeeping, and it's two different ways of how this is happening. One, they're not paying attention to the idea that it is the franchise, not the individual interpretations, but the franchise that is going to make you money. Regardless of whose vision it is. Like, for example, you have all the Superman films. I don't particularly care for Man of Steel, but I like Christopher Reeve. I like that version, but that doesn't preclude me from saying, hey, I'll check out Man of Steel because it's Superman. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah,
it's still going to make money for me. So that's how that goes. The other thing that you also have to keep in mind with what's going on is that AT&T is the one that pushed to get the Snyder Cut out there.
Yes.
Warner Brothers did not freaking want it. And what you have here is your classic big company buys little company, big company being AT&T, small company being Warner Media. They bought them. Warner looks at them like, you're a telecom company. What the heck do you know about movies? You don't know about media. You don't know about entertainment. We're not going to do what you want. So we're going to start doing all kinds of crap to sabotage things. It's like a situation that I was in where I was working for a company. They brought me in as a IT contractor, but this big company had bought this little company. Okay. Actually, it was reversed. The people who their company was bought did not like the company that bought them, and they were doing everything to sabotage crap that was going on. So it's not unheard of. It's the same situation, here, but the fact that they have this whole thing that they can use a Snyder Cut to blame it on, they're getting as much mileage out of that as possible.
Interesting.
Yep. And I told you, ladies, what I did to prove that fact. I worked at a pizza place for a couple of years. We got a new manager in, a new general manager, and he was kind of a jerk. I knew I was going to be quitting soon or would get fired. So I put all kinds of like olive oil and stuff all over the pizzas and the garlic butter and stuff. And then I made it and gave it to the employees. And then I went into the bathroom and broke the toilet. So they, and that, that's just a little old me hating a job. So you can imagine these people are not happy. They are not pleased. So I'm just saying it happens.
God, it's just a mess. And they would keep calling the fans, toxic. And before I flipped over, here's this note also in the article. Snyder has likewise addressed the issue in recent months. Yet has pushed back against the toxic label. It's just a bunch of BS, the director told Cinema Blend in a story published in February. Now, one of the things, again, that drew me to the Snyder Cut was just how passionate Zack Snyder was about delivering the fans what they wanted. And for those of us who were Star Wars fans, it's just like, you mean to tell me there's a director who loves their fans and wants to give the fans what they want and seems to be willing to go up against the studio to give the fans what they want? I got to see how this turns out.
Yeah, I mean, I was the same way, Loretta. Even though I didn't like his vision, I was like, I mad respect to how he would carry himself when it came to the studio saying the toxic fans, blah blah blah, and he was he was backing up the fans.
Right. Yeah, same here. I'm gonna watch it. I did hear it was good. I'm gonna watch it. Not a huge Snyder fan personally, but I have so much respect for the fans and for AT&T for allowing the fans to get something. Of course, I'm going to support it because I hope at some point there's something that I really am excited about, like Suicide Squad. I want to see that come to full circle and actually be able to watch it. So of course I'm going to support this. I support anytime people listen to the fans. So yeah.
And give the creator an opportunity to fulfill their vision, because that was the problem with the first film, is it didn't make any sense. It was completely disjointed and things just were out of order. So much was left out that there was no context to so much of what was happening on screen. Just if you hire a creator to do something, allow their story to be told.
Exactly.
It's that simple. And if the next person who's picking up the mantle isn't able to do that, then they shouldn't be on the project. That's the same problem we saw with the Star Wars sequel trilogy. You had two different directors at war. That's not how you make a product. And so, I mean, it from a purely business perspective, it never made any sense.
Well, and apparently
service, but it also made sense.
Well, and apparently, just to add on to what you're saying, Jane, they were at war, but also apparently that guy was abusing staff, right? Like, I mean, this whole thing with Ray Fisher and Joss Whedon, it's all very bad. Like, there was a lot of BS going on behind the scenes. So
it seemed like a classic toxic work environment, going just by what you read online. But even without knowing that, watching the Joss Whedon version of Justice League, you could tell it was just a hot freaking mess.
Yeah, it was garbage.
An absolute mess.
Mhm.
It was garbage. And I thought that nothing could be worse than Batman versus Superman without the extended cut. That was actually pretty okay.
Yeah, somebody said that's where I went wrong. I didn't watch the extended cut of it, that it would make more sense had I. Now, I didn't know that going into it. I just watched it. And it didn't make no damn sense to me, and I didn't know what the hell was going on.
But originally, though, like if you saw it in the theater, you saw the theatrical cut. I mean, the extended cut, the director's cut came out later, right? Because that's how I saw it. I saw it in the theaters, and I think it was the theater cut, like whatever that was, the theatrical release.
I saw whatever the theater cut was. I think that's what I saw. I think on Showtime. I think on Showtime, and then later on I saw the extended cut because I'm just like, that does not freaking make sense.
I saw the extended cut right before Snyder released this one, so I mean, it was definitely better. It's definitely better.
That was
still Snyder.
Although, like I tell people, I have two things that I have to thank Zack Snyder for: casting Jason Momoa and making me believe that Ben Affleck was Batman.
Yeah,
I will give him props for that because I wasn't feeling Affleck as Batman. And
I wasn't. That one, I kept quiet about it, but that was another one that I thought, really?
I actually like that Fleck. I really did.
I ended up liking it. I did, but before I saw anything, and I just heard the news that that's who was playing. But then again, after George Clooney, honestly, I still wasn't as upset with that. Somebody in the chat did say something that I would like to address. They said, Mandy, they weren't trying to do something for the fans. They were just trying to pimp HBO Max. That is probably true. They want to make money. And at this point, with the way Hollywood is going, I'll accept that any day. The simple fact that they want to make money, aka giving the fans what they want, because we're the ones that is going to pay for this stuff. So I do agree. They want money, but at the same time, they're giving the fans what they want to make money. So
exactly. It's just like win-win.
Right.
You want to pimp HBO Max. Okay. So if you have to do it by making the Snyder Cut available, something that the fans are like, give it to us and we will show up, buy whatever. Okay. You win and I win. We're good.
Exactly. So that's kind of where I agree 100%. They want money.
Oh,
but
hell
but at this point, hell, at least they're giving us something for the money, right? I mean, giving us something that we wanted for the money and not just making like shit and shoving it down our throat, being like, all right, now pay up, And
I mean, can you imagine if they released the Lucas cut of episode 7, like if such a thing existed, right? Like, that they would release that, like, how happy would the fans be? Like, how happy and how much money the studios would make? Like, how insane that would be. It's like that for every franchise, like you were saying, Lorena. If you have like a franchise, right? And it's not done quite well because the director or whoever's left, if you get that cut, like this Ayer cut, like that they're dismissing for some reason. Why not give him his moment, just like Zack, to make the fans happy? It's just so crazy to me that they wouldn't do that for the guy. It's insane.
Yeah, take my money. Take my money.
I
want to say it.
You don't want to shut up and take our money.
Yeah, I want to say it. Take my money, make it. There's lots of people that are willing to pay for this.
Tom, you need that new clip. Like, shut up and take my money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But what it really truly is about is it's not about giving the fans what they want. It's about control.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They want to control what you see. They're like, no, we don't want you to see this version, the version you want, what you want as a fan. We're going to give you the version that we think that you should have, one that's more diverse and inclusive, and that's the right version that you should want to watch, right? And if we push against that, oh, you're toxic fans, you're radicalized. I'll just be self-hating, I guess, because they can't say that. They can't say that about me. Oh yeah.
Did these people skip like elementary school where they kind of push into your head that the most amazing thing is being unique, being different, having different ways of thinking, having different experiences? That's what makes life interesting, is everybody being different, everybody liking different things. When you make every fucking thing the same, it's all watered down. And then add in the fact that these people, when you do give them what they want, they're just going to find something new about it that's wrong. Like, oh, well, you did this and this, but now, this bothers us. They're not happy people. They're never going to be happy. They're just going to find a new bitch. I mean, right? That's all they're going to do.
It's just a mess, because it used to be that art was about appreciating all forms of art.
Right.
And now it's about the art that they think that you should consume. And to me, that just seems like they're just not in it for the art.
No,
they're in it to push their message.
They have taken like 20 steps backwards from where we were. They keep stepping back, and everybody else is still standing here like, the fuck's the problem? What's wrong with y'all? And they're just still stepping. It's insane. It does not make sense.
Oh, it's nuts. But you know what? Before we go to some of the meaty parts of this Variety article, Tom, we have some super chats, right? Where'd Tom go?
Tom? Hello?
Yes.
Okay, we have some super chats that we need to get through before we get to the other article there. So let's see, Mandy, why don't you start? There's Dash Desi.
Okay, yep, Dash Desi for $5 Canadian. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Hi, ladies of loveliness, and Tom too. Nina, do you look so Mary Sicoli? I seen you Whipperlany her last time. I think that's in a different language. Nina, is that,
or is it for is that for Wikipedia?
Has lost time. So what do you think of her story?
Was that the story about the nurse?
I think that, they wanted us to check out the story of Nina Diaz or something like that, or Nina Diaz.
Oh. So I thought it was for Nina.
Okay. Yeah. Nina,
and Mary Sicoli.
Yeah. Nina will be right back. I'll have to ask her about that.
Thank you for the secret.
Yeah, we'll come back around.
Sorry, I butchered it. Sorry.
Jane, do you want to get a deranged lunatic?
Sure. Let's see.
I'll give you a chance to scroll
$1.99. Yeah, I know. It's so funny. $1.99. Thank you for the super chat. It says, Mandy, if I buy that tea, well, I'll look as good as you.
Everybody would look amazing in some awesome Midnight's Edge merch, right? Look at this, you guys. It is so comfortable. I'm not even lying. It is so soft and it's so breathable. It's amazing, you guys. Y'all need to go get. Everybody needs some Midnight's Edge merchandise. Totally get some. It's awesome.
Yes.
We got a shirt with Amber Turd on it.
We do. It's awesome.
It is. Well, we have Larry for $2. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. Let's see. You have here, are we done now with WB, HBO Max, Disney, Lucasfilm? It depends. If you are done with it, you are done with it. I don't tell people what to do. If you're done and you don't want to deal with them anymore, you know what? That's their fault.
Yep, exactly.
It's 100% their fault.
Exactly. And now again, we are stating, that WB does not like AT&T. They do not like that they were bought. So, just look into stuff and see how you want to spend your money on the stuff you believe in, But I have always said, speak with your wallet. If you're unhappy with what you have been given by WB, tell them with your wallet. Same with HBO Max, same with Disney, Lucasfilm. Speak with your wallet. That's all really, as the little peons that we are, unless you own millions of stock in something, that's really all we can do. We can be vocal a little bit, but at the same time, speak with your wallet. That's the best I can say on that one.
Absolutely. Myself personally, I'm not into boycotts. I'm into boycotts. So
Yes.
I've taken money that I would have spent on Disney and Lucasfilm. I've spent it on HBO Max because I'm getting what I like. WB, that's broadcast television. So I'm not watching. What's that? Oh God, the God awful Batwoman. Not watching that. And watching Superman and Lois because I kind of like that. But yeah. I
heard that was really good.
It is good so far.
Yeah, I've heard. I always wait until a little bit to start getting into something so they can't break my heart with it.
I know. It's horrible, but
I've heard people saying it was good. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that when the season ends, it'll end on, hey, this is good. You need to watch it. So
exactly.
Fingers crossed.
Finbar Hooley? Out there for you. Oh, Nina's back.
Okay, go ahead. Answer. We got a question. That was for you.
Oh, okay. What was the question?
It's all the way up top for Dash Desi.
Dash Desi.
And he says, Nina, did you look up? I think what Mary Sicole. I think it was something you're supposed to that you were looking at a Wikipedia last show.
I don't.
Like a Nina Diaz or something like that, or Nina D, and something you're supposed to look up, I think.
Oh,
Mary Sicole?
Yeah.
Mary Sicole. No, I don't remember this. I sounded like Jane. No. Oh yes. Yes, I did. I did look her up, and I read about her, and she's amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go. We were waiting till you got back. We figured out which yours. You can get Finbar Hooley for $5.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. Finbar Hooley for $5. Thank you so much. They are going to tear down anyone that doesn't want the Jar Jar Abrams DCEU written by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I agree with you about the Jar Jar part.
Means a Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Hillis Mallory for $5, Jane.
Alrighty. Hillis Mallory for $5. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, doesn't Ann Sarnoff know that Safe Space is a Marvel character? That's actually a good point.
Yeah. Interesting.
They love that term, that phrase.
Such an amazing character.
I just feel like if ever they say safe space, like automatically a protective bubble just shoots out and cases
I
them or something
know.
like that.
I know. It's almost like they watched Twilight or read the book and they're like, oh, look, we can be like Bella and make a safe space for everybody.
Yeah.
Look at us go. That's
Safe
what it was.
space.
Safe
Oh,
space.
goodness gracious.
That wasn't there. That was like there was a Safe Space character, right? I don't think that came out.
Oh, yeah,
at
Marvel.
all.
Yeah. From the new
Yeah.
Social Justice Warriors.
Yeah.
They got
Yeah.
you got a deep six. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, we got there's internet gas and there's a trail
Not
mix.
Dora. Yeah, trail mix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
trail
man.
mix. There's a whole new cast of really fun characters.
That will
But
never
it's not
see.
even coming out anymore, right? Because it was
Probably not.
such
No, it's
crap
not.
that they decided
Yeah.
to axe it.
I think it got canceled before it.
It did. It
Yeah.
did. And remember,
They
Safe-
couldn't even sell that to their own.
No,
No.
they couldn't. But remember, Safe Space was a black guy who couldn't defend himself.
Oh my
He
god!
could only use his powers if on the defensive. That was it. That was it. What the hell?
My goodness.
Anyway,
My goodness.
Darth Nablus, I hope I said that right, for $5 Canadian. Thanks so much. Says, Mandy, you're my cup of tea. Okay, I'm done being creepy. LOL.
Oh, no, you're not creepy. Thank you so much. That's sweet.
That is. Thank
That's
you.
so sweet. Thank you.
Mandy, you're up next.
Let's see. Is it the one on the screen? Or are we down?
No, it should be Carrie Malone for $5.
Okay, Carrie Malone for $5. Thank you so much. Actually, Safe Place is different from Safe Space. Safe Place is the DCEU. Thanks for the screen.
I'm so lost on here. So go ahead, Jane.
Sure.
Pajori with a $5 super chat. Thank you. That is because their safe spaces are full of male feminists. No women is safe around male feminists.
That's
You got
true.
that right.
That's true.
Male feminists are freaking.
That's true. You walk in there and they're like, "Hey, can we help you?" And they're, yeah.
God. And I used to think that did you guys have watched Married with Children?
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember the episode with the masculine feminist?
Oh,
I don't remember.
my
You
God.
remember the what he was Jerry Springer, and he's all like, "I'm sympathetic to women," because Marcy would watch a show.
Oh my
And he would
Yes.
talk about, I suggest we have a lactation lounge and all bowling out. And he was so nuts that no man went and freaking like kidnapped his ass on stage. And I thought that was a joke. That could never happen.
There was a new show too with Tracy Morgan, where he just got out of prison, and he was like doing this food truck, and he had like his ex-wife was remarried to a male feminist, and he called him Mangina, and I lost my shit.
Oh,
I was like, oh my god, it's true.
I can see him saying it that way.
It was so good. That's a good show. That's a good show.
I have to check that out. Let's see. You did the Finbar Hooley one about Ta-Nehisi Coates, right, Nina? I think you did that one. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Larry.
We actually missed one of Finbar's earlier on.
Oh, we did? Which one did we?
It's in between Hillis Mallory and Larry. I think we missed that one. We might have. I thought we missed it.
Okay, that's okay. I'll get it. Finbar Hooley for $5. Want to make sure we didn't forget your super chat. So thank you. Never forget that Safe Space is a comic book character created by Daniel Kibblesmith. Daniel Kibblesmith, scared of women hugging him on The Millionaire Matchmaker. That created the book Santa's Husband. Yeah. This is a guy writing the comic.
Wow.
Go on Amazon. Go on Amazon.
I'm doing that right now.
And look that up. And don't have anything to drink when you're looking at it.
Oh
no!
What is
right now?
Oh my god! What is this?
It's Santa's husband. Santa has a husband.
Oh my god! And they're biracial.
So terrible.
There's nothing wrong with this.
No, that's his only claim to fame for writing any kind of illustration is Santa's husband.
Oh my!
I have to listen to the audio version of that book.
Oh god!
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Did y'all you read the little synopsis to this book?
Yes. Yes.
No.
And this is the kind of people who they tap to do comics at Marvel. Okay. Yeah,
And the
exactly.
Age range 4 to 8. Yeah, my kids would eat this shit up. They'd love it. Yeah, good luck with that, guys.
Oh, all right. That's from Larry. That's for you, Mandy.
Let me see.
Larry for $2.
Larry for $2. Thank you so much. Mandy equals
Sunshine,
sun and hugs.
Aww.
That's
sweet.
That is sweet. Big hugs, Larry.
So
Thank
sweet.
you. That is sweet.
So are we at Darius for $5 then?
There's a Mags super sticker.
Oh, okay. There we go. Mags a super. It's $1.99 red heart. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
There we go.
And we have Darius with a $5 super chat. Thank you. He says, if fans could bully a multi-million-dollar company to do anything, KK would have been gone years ago, and the EU novels would be made into movies.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Exactly.
You ain't lying.
I've decided these people's worst enemy is common sense.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
You know, that's the superpower.
Of any.
Common sense. That's the new superpower.
It really is.
I've said this for
God.
years that common sense is no longer common, man. It's just
not at all.
Crazy. It's crazy town here.
Not at all. Okay. Adam Wofford for $5. Thank you. Remember when dealing traders that worship chaos, logic doesn't exist, and when you are this stupid rich, you forget where the money comes from.
Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I just want a little taste of that. Even if it's just one day where I could walk around and just be a complete asshole and not care about nothing.
I would like to have some fuck you money.
I would too. I'd like to have some fuck you money and just be like, no.
One of the things that screwed me up for life when I moved to LA is I said, oh, I'm going to go down to Beverly Hills. I was walking past cars that were worth as much as freaking houses. I'm like, I can't wrap my head around that. I just can't. That somebody has that much money to just
I can't fathom.
And then you go like, several blocks down and then it's tent city and you're like, how does this work? Okay.
Hey, these people don't go east of La Brea. They don't want to go east of La Brea without a bodyguard.
No.
Let's see, we are on Hillis Mallory for $2. Thank you so much, Hillis. Dazzler is my favorite, followed by Kitty Pride.
What about Kitty Pride?
I forgot about them too.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Darius for $5. Thank you so much. Says 20 years ago, I saw two upper middle class preppy teen girls who had skateboards discussing who was hotter, Superman or Thor. Times had changed. That's kind of
exactly. But if you ask them, you never saw that. Those girls don't exist because only straight white men like comics.
Mandy, hold on. Darius, are you sure you weren't dreaming this? Because it sounds like, I don't know. It sounds like might have not happened in real life because we don't exist. We don't exist.
Unicorns.
We're unicorns.
Or if it did, we're going to deny ever freaking saying it. That's probably what happened.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Max with a $5 super chat, thank you, says the wording and language used in the article is nothing but gaslighting and manipulative garbage. Look at the words she chooses.
I don't even think she chose them, by the way, because I think it's all written for them. They have other people write things for them. They don't do.
How can you be a writer and call yourself a writer and then have somebody else write your shit for you?
Well, you have the people who that is their job is to write this crap. Like the Heat Vision blog.
Mhm.
Yeah, they have somebody who actually writes that. They get their information fed to them in their ear and write it in a particular way. It's not written from a fan point of view. If you go into Heat Vision, every time they put up an article, none of that crap sounds like a fan wrote it at all.
Nope.
At all.
I'm not a fan of this.
These are the same people who write articles as like, why wasn't Chun-Li in Justice League?
Right? How dare you? They fucked Justice League all up by not having her in there.
Yeah. Oh my
Lord
gosh.
have mercy.
So we're on your Muslim uncle for a 99-cent red rose. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Oliver Klozoff with a $2 super chat says, "Love you, ladies, making Mondays fun."
Aww.
Thank
I know.
you.
I've had a Monday, all right. This is a fantastic way to end this evening for me, just with you ladies. It's been a really hard day, so thanks for everything, ladies.
Oh, hey, no problem. Glad to make you laugh. And let's see, Sackville B for $5. Character holding his belly, laughing out loud. That's the super sticker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Super sticker character because of the color. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Let's see, Matt G for $5. Thank you so much. Insulting fans is a good business strategy. Mandy, you should adopt this. Hey, you big sack of sewage. By Wart the Wizard, I hope you get. I'm not gonna say that, but I hope you get.
Oh my God! Don't say it.
Bad stuffs. Matt, I love you. Thank you so much.
Flag going to play with that one.
Wow.
Dang.
Imagine that was your campaign.
That's insane.
My new elevator pitch right there, you guys.
Wow. Hillis Mallory for $2. Thank you so much. Says, quick question. Do you girls like Tank Girl?
Ooh.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I love Tank Girl.
Yes, I've only been able to read about 3 or 4. But I forgot about it as an adult. But when I was a kid, I read like 3 or 4 issues, and I really, really, really liked them. I'm gonna have to get some more and like catch up on those because
I just had to Google it.
Her.
And I remember the movie. I've never read the comics, but I remember the movie, and the movie was awesome.
That's what I remember is the movie. I like the movie.
I love Tank Girl. Wow, that takes me back. I haven't thought of Tank Girl in a long time.
Yes, I know. I haven't. It's been years since I thought about Tank Girl, but yes. And now you've got me to where I'm going to come off this stream and go to eBay and probably start trying to find some.
Nice.
Oh, okay. Who's next? We have Adam Wofford.
Jane.
Adam Wolford for $5 super chat. Thank you.
Hey, Cameron.
He said, but that's hard work. They can't handle that level of high quality storytelling. Oh my God, we can't do that because that's racist. Hi, Tom.
Oh.
How you doing?
Oh, Fat Steven Seagal for a Canadian $2. Hey, Fat Steven, what's up, sister? Warner Media, we are not affiliated with making money.
That's it.
That's good. That's good.
That's so true.
That should be there in their Twitter bio.
It should be. They should change it. Let me see. Dark Shadow for a 308. I love your name. And thank you so much for the $5 super chat. This is Lucasfilm all over again. They have a KK and a JJ is developing the movies.
Yeah.
Sadly.
It
does kind of feel that way, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Well, it definitely feels like a way more of a civil war going on over there than what's going on in Disney, in my opinion. That's crazy.
Well, don't get too quick to jump on the whole thing of JJ taking over, because in the original interview of this whole thing we were covering tonight, basically she drops that Jim Lee is the one who's been overseeing DC. That's not something that's out there.
Oh.
And it is buried down in the
really?
That's interesting.
That is.
All right. So Matt G for $2. Thanks for all your support tonight, Matt G. Says, I demand the Cecil cut.
Absolutely.
That would be fun.
Absolutely.
As long as it doesn't come out in January. Because in January I don't want to watch the Cecil cut.
Oh, because he's sober, right?
He's sober,
Yeah.
Cecil during January, yeah.
Oh.
Here's the thing with the Cecil cut, you never get.
You'll never get it. No. He makes that promise in the beginning that you'll never get this.
Oh my goodness.
So,
At least he tells it to you up front.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, I can't say you don't know.
Finbar Hooley with a $5 super chat. Thank you. He says, Mandy, you're awesome. Just backed your campaign on Indiegogo. Thanks for all 3 books plus 2 sketch cards.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
My
you
girl's on fire.
seriously.
I love it. Love
You
it.
are gonna love them, and thank you so much. Oh,
Yay. Nice.
Okay, my assistant again, Fat Steven Seagal with $2 Canadian. Fat Steven is not affiliated with Self-Respect.
Oh my.
So self-depreciating.
Wait, you're not beating up people anymore either. I have a couple of people you can beat up now.
I called him out on it last week, and he
Oh,
attacked.
wow.
He decided to beat up Tom for a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Maybe he'll beat someone up again because we're putting
I think he's just taking a break from fighting right now.
Fuck you. Where's my 500 pies, Steven?
Is it because Fat Steven, is it because you need to be in a safe space that you're not beating people?
That's what I feel like. He's won all the fights, and now he's sitting around like Rocky, just like
Just basking in the victory.
Yeah, eating and just like not staying, sharp, and just sitting on the couch eating like Doritos and stuff. But Clever Lang's coming, boy. You better get in the ring, get
A
prepared.
song like this. It's like fat and weak. What a disgrace.
Oh my god. Is it my turn or is it Mandy's?
I don't know. Go ahead. You what?
I think it's yours, Mandy, because
It's mine.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Hillis Mallory for $5. Thank you so much.
Valiant Renegade.
Did I miss? Oh shoot!
Valiant
Yep, that
Renegade
one's up there.
Yeah.
Valiant Renegade for $2.99. Thank you so much. But Fat Steven is affiliated with cupcakes.
This
And
is
like
cheeseburgers.
Ooh, I like cheeseburgers
This is
too.
true.
With bacon, but they need bacon on them to be really, really good. You gotta have bacon on your cheeseburger.
Okay, let's get this last one. This one from Hillis Mallory, and then we can get back to the Variety article.
Okay, Hillis Mallory for $5. Thank you so much. WB is acting like this is the first time a director's cut has come out for a film. Donner cut, anyone? Yeah, that's what. Yeah, exactly. It's like a director's cut has always, existed. It's just weird.
Oh yeah. It's always been, especially if you were like really into the movie and the director's vision.
Mhm.
The director's cut is what the director envisioned the movie to be, before the editors get in there and chop stuff up and the
Exactly.
focus group scramble everything. That's like, it's almost like getting a script from a script writer that you like with their notes in, in the margin. That's kind of like what that's like. I have not seen the Donner cut, and I keep getting told that I need to. So
Yeah,
I'll
I
have to
haven't
do that.
I haven't seen it either.
It's a much better movie.
Is it? I'm gonna
that's
have
what
to check
Tom was
that out.
telling me. So I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
But folks, this is the gold mine, so to speak. This is the Variety article. So just to kind of give people a little knowledge about Hollywood, you've got Variety, you've got the Hollywood Reporter, and Deadline. Usually those three, they bounce stuff off of each other.
Yeah, it's all the same.
The trifecta of shit.
The same ideas, the same, just worded differently. Yeah.
The unholy trinity, in Hollywood. It's pretty much what it is. But so here is the article from Variety. Warner Media's Ann Sarnoff on Zack Snyder's Justice League and DC's future. So, Warner Media Studios CEO Ann Sarnoff says that the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League will complete the superhero trilogy, reinforcing the studio's desire to move past the social media campaign.
Wow.
To hand back control of the DC film universe to the filmmaker. Okay, the fact that they come right out with that up front already sets.
But they don't get, they don't. I mean, it's so weird to me because I'm sure shit like this has always gone on, right? It's just, it used to be really kept quiet. You didn't know, you know what I mean? Now, not only are they just like telling you they don't give a shit about you, they're like right now just straight up. Fuck you guys, we don't care about our shit. I mean, how do you run a business like that? That's, I can't fathom going on like a YouTube channel and being like, hey, assholes, blah, blah. I mean, how I can't. Oh my gosh. They're just blunt. Boom, right there. We don't give a shit.
And the social media campaign is the outcry from the fans. They're your
It's the
consumer
fans.
voices. Like, what happened to the customer's always right?
No,
they're like, bump the customer now.
That's over.
Yeah,
That's
we're
over,
the
James.
wrong. We're the wrong customers.
Yeah, exactly. There's a right type of customer and there's a wrong type of customer, and most people are the wrong type of customers now.
Yeah.
Actually, she'll say that here in this interview, and this actually is pulled. The article you just read was pulled from the same interview here.
Okay.
Exactly. So that remember when I was talking about it, it's going to be interesting to see the question that she was asked before she started saying, you know, none of this, you know, threatening executives. Yeah, we'll get to that part. So instead, Sarnoff believes that the future of DC is more than just movies. She's excited about a multi-platform future, one that sees Batman, Superman, The Flash, God, he was annoying in Justice League, and other Justice League members popping up on streaming shows, video games, television spin-offs, and big screen outings. It's a vision that echoes what Marvel has been doing with its Avengers characters, taking superheroes like Vision, Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, and Loki, who have previously appeared only in movies, and giving them streaming shows of their own. The Warner's Media Studios chief is also excited about the diverse range of creators she's been enlisting to tell some of these stories, which includes tapping Between the World and Me author Ta-Nehisi Coates to write a Superman film
that he knows nothing about.
No, and not too great of a comic book author from what I've heard from the likes of Young Rippa and others. Or developing Blue Beetle, which marks the company's first Latino superhero movie.
Yeah, you say it right, girl. Don't you say it all fucked up. You say it right.
The Superman film's the one that's supposed to be like the Black Superman now.
Interesting how they didn't say that, right, Nina? Interesting.
Is that the one they're talking about right now? Oh. Yeah. I'm gonna lift that out a little bit there, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty then.
Again, it's about that image, like, oh, he's just writing a Superman film. No, that's not how they sold it. Not how they sold it. But it gets better. But Sarnoff may have to deal with an unruly and emboldened fan base. One that successfully pushed Warner Media to release a 4-hour R-rated version of Justice League, which was
those bastards.
Yeah, I love how they say this.
Those sons of bitches.
R-rated.
Oh,
God,
how dare you!
Damn these people!
How dare you!
I gotta say though,
blood and guts.
I gotta say though, with regards to it being R-rated, like, Deadpool was way more R-rated than this. Like, I feel like, you know, there was like some violent scenes here and there, but it wasn't like anything near even Deadpool.
It really
was it?
R-rated is fucking selling point for me.
For me too, but it wasn't that crazy. I was just
Deadpool was more raunchy. It did have, violent scenes for like blood and gore and stuff like that. There was more in the Snyder Cut, but how the heck are you going to have an epic battle scene and not have lots of death and gore and body parts and Green Lantern rings running around and stuff like that? You can't do that.
No.
And have the vision that he had and be stuck in like PG-13. No.
Right.
You want a realistic battle scene, you're gonna get,
right. But I mean, listen to how they're worded it. It's like we were wrong in being adults and wanting an adult, movie. Not adult movie, but like a rated R movie. Like
we wanted a rated R freaking battle going on.
Yeah, I want to see shit blowing up and the gore and I even want to see Deadpool talk about people sticking stuff in his butt. I mean, I'm good with that. Bring it on. Let's see it,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Well, he did. It was funny.
I finally saw that a couple of weeks ago, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't see it early. So Sarnoff spoke to Variety on Sunday, 5 days after the Snyder Cut started streaming on HBO Max. Gee, I wonder why.
Wait, 5 days after the actual release, or 5 days after they accidentally released it? With Tom and Jerry, which was a crap movie, by the way. About catering to DC's fan base, the future of DC, and actor Ray Fisher's allegations of misconduct and racial bias during the shooting of the Justice League. I guess Mandy will be right back. No worries. So, why did you decide to release Zack Snyder's Justice League? So Ms. Sarnoff says, we wanted to give Zack the opportunity to complete his vision in a 4-hour movie, which is impossible to do in theaters. We're happy that we have HBO Max to let the rope out, as it were, and allow the fans to see all 4 hours of Zack's vision.
They don't sound happy with that 4 hours.
All 4 hours. Well, wasn't Infinity War like 3 hours and 20 minutes or something like that?
Yeah, something. It was a long ass movie. It was like 3.5 hours.
Yeah, nobody complained. They were just like, I need to figure out what to do so I don't miss anything.
Yeah. There was like, wasn't there like apps that like told people like this is the time you can go to like the bathroom?
Run pee.
Run pee. Yeah, there you go. Oh my god. But it's so funny because they're like, we're happy to do this, blah blah blah, and like they're not happy at all. They're very upset.
Yeah, no, they don't want to be doing this, any of this.
I remember them being just pissed that it was coming out on HBO Max to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah, the double speak, So, what are your plans going forward for DC? We've got an incredible group of creators, television series creators, Max series creators, feature film creators, who are basically broadening the base of talent that we work with on DC because we're so excited about the potential to build out the DC multiverse. It's one of the reasons why I was hired almost 2 years ago. The before and after was a very siloed organization with no connectivity between businesses. DC was being developed, but in kind of a monolithic way in each division. My mantra coming in was to make it bigger and broader, and we really want to surprise and delight the fans with more connective tissue across various media and platforms. I'm talking movies, HBO Max, television, and our games division. Okay, but
tells us nothing.
AKA, we want to do what Marvel's doing.
Exactly.
That's exactly, but we're gonna, never mind. I was gonna say something ugly, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna.
We're just gonna, do stuff this way with our vision, like Marvel's doing, so we can kind of, they say, we want that Marvel money. That's what we want. We want that Marvel
they want
money.
that Marvel money.
But they don't have Kevin Feige, so,
No, they have Amber Turd.
Yeah. So here,
Yeah, and Ezra Miller.
oh Lord, no, I can't do it.
Learn it. If you want to fight,
Little freak.
You want to fight?
I'm like, dude, yeah, okay. He looks like he weighed 100 pounds soaking wet.
Oh, I know. I know. I feel like I could have took him.
Well, yes. Well, this article is kind of lengthy, so I'm going to try to stick to the sections with relation to the Snyder Cut and what Miss Sarnoff has to say. So the Snyder Cut came about because of a fan campaign online. Do you feel like you need to strike a balance between being responsive to fans and charting your own course as a company? How responsive do you believe DC should be? We're always going to listen to our fans.
No, you're not.
No. Bullshit. Total lie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But we are in service of the broadest fan base, and we owe them an integrated, holistic strategy. No, you owe us a coherent freaking story.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. And good superheroes and stuff we want to see, not stuff you think that we want to see. It's crazy.
Mess. Or stuff you think we should see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh God. It's like, ew, the spin machine drives me crazy.
This is just we go through these. It's all of them are just bullshit. It's just babbling bullshit. There is so many lies in here, and they're not even like trying to hide it. They're just I mean,
it's crazy because of like what Jane said too. Like, we're always gonna listen to the fans, but like
but when you say but, everything before the but means nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like that. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you know that anything out of their mouth is going to be disrespectful as hell. That's why they're saying it. Yeah,
this entire paragraph should have been just that part of the sentence. We're always going to listen to the fans, period. Next question.
Yeah, but that's...
Nope. You know that's not what they want, right?
No, they'd be looking like fucking Pinocchio if they tried. No.
So they continue on here. We are the shepherds of the franchise, and hopefully when the fans see what we've got in store, they'll know that DC is in good hands across many different platforms with many different creators. So they want to F up everything across all the platforms.
Oh, God.
Right?
Yeah. They want to make sure that they, dick up all your games and, dick up the movies, the shows, or they don't think they're going to dick it up, and they're going to bring you more classics like this new Batwoman that they have.
God.
They're going to bring you some more goodies like that, you guys.
Yeah. Ooh, and don't you know what? When they said they weren't going to recast Kate Kane, guess what? They're recasting Kate Kane.
Wow.
Are they?
Yeah. Surprise! Yes.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Ruby Rose called out and she's like, hey, I would totally come back. I'm sorry. Would you like fries with that?
She's coming back? What?
They're recasting Kate Kane. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know.
Well, that explains why they never could kill her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I thought she was dead.
That's, nobody.
I thought, they left it up to, maybe not.
So, let me ask you ladies, something, Lorena and Jane. Did you see yourself in the new Batwoman? Do you see yourself in her?
Hell no.
Okay. Not at all.
Yeah. No. I ran it for 40 minutes on a review.
I'm not a drug dealer.
No, I don't make excuses for
I don't live in a van by the river.
I would have this, not that I condone it, but I would have the smarts, and I've seen enough episodes of Cops that if the cops are coming and there's drugs in the house and you're there, you need to flush that. Yeah. I'm just saying, how many episodes of Miami Vice do they tell you that?
That's true.
But moving on to even more crazier stuff here. Let's see. We want different voices in the mix, meaning their voices.
Oh, God.
Yeah, just only voices that are saying what they want, though.
And voices probably who've never read a comic book in their life and who don't know
about the comics,
who've never, have no interest in it whatsoever.
Yes,
they really do want to follow the Marvel path. That's what they want.
That's exactly what they want, and y'all see how well that is going.
I'm gonna write a whole show. I'm not gonna read the comics because I can't follow the comics.
Exactly.
Comic too hard. I can't read them. There's too many bubbles. There's too many comics. I can't read them all. Okay, I can't with these people.
Oh, but yeah, hang on. For certain fans that want singular voices, they may be disappointed, but we would ask them to be patient and see what we've got in store, because perhaps the newer voices in the mix will have just as compelling stories to tell. I don't think so.
No,
they won't. Because they're not trying to tell a story; they're trying to prove a point.
Yeah,
there's not really trying to tell an entertaining story. They're trying to paint, white man bad, and being straight's not okay anymore, and that's what or at least that's what they seem to be pushing to me.
Everything is cis white male's fault. And
everything.
If cis white females just want to be gay, they secretly.
Well, no, now they're wrong. If they're not gay, they're trying to push them into being gay, and it's not honest.
Because that's the only acceptable thing.
Right.
You can't be a cis white woman. You can't be that. You have to be, BIPOC. Then
God, I hate saying cis anything. Like, what even is that?
Ridiculous.
Oh my God.
What happened to just saying straight? What's wrong with that?
Because they got offended. They got offended.
That's offensive now.
Or whatever. And now it's your cis.
And I'm telling you, these people, they're going to get bored with what they're offended with today once it's done. And they're going to find something new to get offended about. And then something new to get offended about. And then something new because they are using their being offended to play victims and get clout from people. And, look at me, pity me. It's so bad for me.
Yeah, like that video of that girl that we were watching earlier.
Exactly.
Victimhood 101.
It's all the fault of cis white men, whatever. It's good.
Damn you, Tom.
Damn it, Tom. You've done it again.
You know what? You want to watch these chicks spin? Put them in front of somebody who's black and doesn't agree with that. If it's a man, it's like their head explodes. And
they don't know what to do.
They really don't.
They don't, because then they just start you must be like, what is it, where you're racist against yourself or something?
Internalized misogyny.
There you go.
Yes,
that's it. Internalized misogyny or internalized racism. That's their other favorite one they want to go to. It's nuts.
Lorena and Jane are so internalized racist. Like, it's just insane how internalized. I mean, come on, you guys. Come on.
How can I function every day?
How do you sleep at night?
How do you sleep at night, you guys? Seriously.
Like a baby. So this last sentence here, okay. On balance, you of course want to listen to your fans. Here we go. There's the but.
But. We should take a shot every time this says
I know, right? I'd be drunk by the end of this article.
I know.
Oh my God.
But we do want to stay true to our vision and our mission for DC and build that out. So screw what you think.
Our vision.
Yes,
our vision. Important thing.
Our vision. This is how you can tell this is a trade rag, and they're speaking to their Hollywood friends. They're not talking to fans.
No.
Not at all. Not at all. What our vision and our mission for DC and build that out. So basically, if you are not down with that, you're a toxic fan and you're not the kind of fan that
yeah.
Oh my god.
Exactly. I'm just so toxic because I want good characters and I don't want to watch an actress that ruins a man's career and then shits in his bed, and I don't want to support that. And but yeah, I'm super toxic. Look at me over here. Being all kinds of toxic. I keep hearing
Britney Spears every time we say that.
I love that song.
I love that song too. Oh my gosh.
That's my favorite Britney song.
I love
it's one of mine.
Britney.
I like Circus, I think the best.
Yeah,
it's good too.
Circus is good.
So remember when I said that question that she answered? God, that art is perfect. So here's the question that Variety asked. There's also been a toxic side to the fandom. And this article that they link here, again, Zack Snyder's Justice League remains overshadowed by its social media campaign. Remember, they used that wording.
Overshadowed?
Yeah.
It exists because of the social media campaign.
That's what they came out the gate with in that Variety article. So that's where they pulled it from. Exactly. Freaking haters. So, with reports that critics and some of your executives have received threats for not endorsing the Snyder Cut or for being perceived as standing in the way of its release, what's your reaction to that behavior? We're not tolerating any of that.
Okay, so have you contacted the police? Has anyone been arrested? No.
Yay.
Can't do that.
I don't see any receipts.
Was she? Kathy Dennis? Oh, no way. I freaking love Kathy Dennis.
No.
Sorry, I had to nerd out music-wise.
Totally. I'm not even kidding. That's totally true. There was like 3 other writers, but yeah, she was one of the writers. Believe it or not.
Huh?
I'm gonna have to listen to some Kathy Dennis tonight before I go to bed. It's a rainbow.
Hold me, baby, drive me crazy.
That's my favorite one. Oh my god. So yeah.
I just don't believe it.
I don't either. But you know what? You don't need proof. Here, it's all about what they feel. The image that they want to create is that Snyder fans are toxic and they're a threat to the point where, oh my God, we fear for our lives. But, we're not going to show you any police reports. We're not going to show you anything like that. Just take our word for it. Really? We're just take your word for it. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I want to buy a bridge.
God. So it gets even better. Okay, so the campaign for the hashtag release the Snyder Cut has moved into a new phase. Okay, here we go. So we're getting even worse, right? It's now restore the Snyderverse.
You're asking for more?
How dare you?
We gave you this. That's enough.
You want to give us more money?
Give you an inch and take a mile. I know. How dare we want to throw more money at him, right?
Okay, hold on. Let me ask something as a normie, okay? If you're talking about, like, you guys are saying that they made a lot of money with the Snyderverse, right?
Right.
Did they make enough because he did a lot of shoots, like reshoots? Did they make enough money to cover all the money they spent? Did they actually make enough? I'm legit asking this question. Maybe they lost money. Is that why that they're so against this?
Well, they haven't released the numbers yet, but I doubt very seriously because you're seeing more people talking about this than Wonder Woman 84.
Well, are we talking about the new one that came out?
Yeah.
That made
that trash. I don't like that.
Well, I mean, everybody was talking about that movie, but not in a good way.
That's what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
doesn't have nearly the positive press.
Here's the thing: is I just found an article from a little bit ago from Comic Book News, so take this with a grain of salt. But they're claiming that a source is claiming that the Snyder Cut did worse than Wonder Woman 84 as far as
I can't believe that.
I don't know on that.
Wonder Woman 84 did worse than
Did Wonder
well, go ahead.
Did Wonder Woman 84 go to the did it have a theater release?
Yes.
It didn't, right?
Yes.
Okay,
It did.
it did. Okay.
It did.
This did not
go to
go.
the
This
theater.
didn't though.
No.
So okay.
This didn't, and there was so much groundswell and talk about it. You can't buy the kind of press and word of mouth generated just from the Snyder Cut fans talking about it. So I can't. I would want to see freaking data. Show me the numbers because I.
But do you think though?
It took them forever to release the numbers for Wonder Woman 84, so I don't believe it.
I mean, I don't believe it either. I'm just playing the devil's advocate here. But is it possible that they lost money on it? Because you're talking about, you're not talking about theater prices anymore. You're talking about, families who are watching one movie for a certain amount of money, monthly.
No, this was probably
right?
pretty profitable for AT&T because you got to look at it this way. Warner Brothers paid for the original version of this movie, right?
Yes,
and then they reshot it, right?
Yeah.
And then AT&T came in and bought the company. Now, basically, they're paying for the debt on the company, but for them to put out this movie, they basically got a $400 or $500 million movie for $70 million bucks. Is the way you got to look at it. It's like they picked it up at a yard sale for a dime,
right?
Spruced it up and sold
bargain buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I bet they made money. I mean, like I said, everybody I know, and I'm not even talking about like within social media. I'm talking about like normies, like people who are absolutely disconnected from the internet completely. We're talking about the Snyder Cut. So I'm going to say this, and I didn't hear that with like Wonder Woman 84. I just didn't.
No, I didn't hear.
I didn't hear that from the, I mean, of course I heard about it online, but just the normies. I didn't hear about Wonder Woman. I've heard about the Snyder Cut. Everybody was kind of rooting for this because I think even people that aren't connected to the internet are starting to kind of open their eyes a little bit to what has been going on, and which is good for us because that means more normal people will like stand up and be like, hey,
I was just wondering because now that they want this restore the Snyderverse, if they're being so like hesitant, I was just wondering if it really is because they lost money, but it seems like they couldn't have. So
I don't think before the film even came out, though, I'm convinced they were trying to sabotage it all along.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt. I mean, come on, you don't just leave a movie like that. It doesn't.
No. But I mean, Nina brought up a very good point about the question about if they lost or if they gained money. It's like, I don't think they lost money. I would like to see the numbers because I'm just a numbers type of person. I'd like to see that. But if I was a betting person, I'd say they probably made much more money on it than Wonder Woman 84. But here they're saying, what's your reaction to this new campaign? Remember the first social media campaign for, Snyder Cut. They didn't like that too much. So she says, get ready. I appreciate that they love Zack's work, and we are very thankful for his many contributions to DC.
No, you're not.
but
how hard does she have to, hold it together? Say that with a straight face. We're just so happy that he could bring his cut of the Justice League to life. But that wasn't in the plan until about a year ago. With that comes the completion of his trilogy. we're very happy we've done this, but we're very excited about the plans that we're excited about the plans we have for the multi-dimensional DC characters that are being developed right now. Basically, so bump Superman as we know it.
Oh, right.
Bump Wonder Woman as we know it. Bump those characters. We have these other DC characters that we want to pimp and push on.
Okay, so that's like, what, the Flash? They're gonna come out with that movie.
Like, who asked for the Flash movie?
Nobody likes Ezra Miller.
Nobody in their right mind.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Nobody wants it.
I mean, you know what? That's okay. That's not true. I love the Flash. I would love to see a good Flash movie. That is not true. I just don't like Ezra Miller.
I don't like Ezra Miller.
Yeah, I don't like that casting at all. So I don't know if I would be. I'm not super excited to watch it at all because I'm like.
Let's put it this way: when Ezra Miller got cut in the Justice League, I was hoping he'd sit it out.
Yeah,
right.
Too.
No,
but I will say Zack's version is better.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
No question. Like his take on the Flash.
Definitely.
I mean, here's basically, I think, what happened. So a while back, you had all of these idiots decided that they were gonna make new characters, right? So they made all of these new characters, and none of them fucking sold because they were weird and they were funky. So now they're taking over all the old characters, like, oh, well, we couldn't sell it this way, so we'll change this character to this now.
Right.
And they're just, they're changing all the characters and using the name alone to make the sales. But guys, nobody's going to fucking buy it. It doesn't matter if it's Superman or not. You can call it Superman all day. If it's not fucking Superman, nobody's going to buy it because they're buying it for Superman. And they're doing it with all of it. Like, nobody wants Ezra Miller. Nobody wants him. Nobody. So, but by God, they've dug their foot in and they are sticking with.
They're going to die on that hill.
They're going to die on that hill. And why?
So here's the question. So we got Flash. We got Black Superman. Who else do we got? Who else?
The Blue Beetle.
Aquaman 2.
We got you mean movies coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got.
What are these movies? What are these characters that she's like? You know, we're expanding on our characters.
Oh, the Blue Beetle, the Latino character. You know, I refuse to use that other PC crap term. No, not using that. Yeah, him too.
Okay.
So
I've never heard of this.
That's the train they're going. Yeah, I haven't heard of any of those. I mean,
nobody's going to give them money for any of that.
That sounds awful.
But you know what? Some fool will.
Jason Momoa's movie. I will be there for that.
Oh heck yeah! I
don't know if I'll pay for that though, you guys. Especially if Amber Heard is in it. I don't know. I'm kind of out on that.
I admit I'm shallow enough to admit it. Yes, I'm going to see that with Jason Momoa.
I'll see it, Lorena, but I won't pay to see it. There's a difference, right?
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through anything with Amber Heard in it without making fart noises.
Let's put it this way: when it eventually lands on HBO Max, which I get for free, I'm not paying for it.
Right.
Okay.
It's like that. It's like I want to see it, but it's gonna have to land where I can see it.
Yeah, for free. Yeah,
exactly. Exactly. So we'll get to this last section here, and I know Tom was talking about it earlier. It's a pretty detailed article, but we wanted to hit the stuff relevant that folks would want to know. So she says, Variety says, you talked about enlisting a broad range of voices when it comes to charting the future of DC. Is there one person calling the shots? The connective tissue in the middle is Jim Lee, who oversees DC Comics. Jim lives and breathes the canon of DC, and he works with all of the divisions to make sure the storylines are true to canon.
Okay.
He helps them come up with ideas for new storylines. Jim is very much in the middle of everything, but there's that but the group together helps spur on new ideas. But there's not one person calling the shots because I want all the voices in the room to offer their expertise and knowledge of their formats. Here's my thing. They just have him there as just a hire.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But see, this is the thing. Like, why it shows that they do know us and they know what we want, because that's always the first part of what they're saying. Then there's the but.
You know,
we know what you want, but we're gonna do what we want to do.
Group together.
Okay, the group together part just sends me this image in my mind of the people at Hasbro or whatever that company was that are sitting together in this, on this table, and they're like, let's take, chop off Mr. Potato Head's penis. They are these people. That's the group think that they've got going on here. Okay, this is the group that are sitting around the table being like, okay, how do we, like, what are some new ideas? Oh, okay, let's make a new, trans Flash or gay Flash or
Nina.
Whatever.
Nina, is it like the Lucasfilm story group?
Yes.
I thought I threw it out
exactly what it's like. That's exactly what it's like right now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my God.
I just want more dinosaurs, y'all. That's all I want. Is more dinosaurs.
Oh no, you don't, because that last movie really sucked. I heard that was really bad.
I just want raptors. That's all. I just want raptors just eating people. That's all I want. Oh my God. But yeah, this again, this is what your studio overlords at Warner Media, Ms. Ann Sarnoff, thinks of Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Terrible.
To hell with you fans for demanding that Snyder Cut, and to hell with you, you're not getting the Ayer Cut. You're gonna get that James Gunn version we paid for.
Oh my God. This is so sad. Like, you would think that they would just learn that, people like something and they'll pay for it. And, I don't know. This is just stupid on so many levels.
It's so stupid.
It really is. I do see the chats. They want Geo. They're really excited.
Yeah,
excited about that.
The new thing. That's what we need is more rocks.
The
rock representation.
The asexual rock. Just
rock.
You know what I heard? The guy that plays Wally West in the CW now, he came out as a tree. That's what he wants his pronouns to be.
I'm sorry?
Tree. Yeah.
Tree is a tree, or tree is a tree.
The fuck you say?
What kind of tree?
He didn't specify. He said we all come from trees, and therefore I want to be called a tree.
Nope. He has to be more specific than that, because there's oak, there's cherry, there's maple,
there's
willow,
there's rubber tree. Right. I mean,
nope.
He didn't specify, but you know what? We need more tree representation in comics. I'm for it, so let's do it. I'm
with the tree.
I thought the Lord of the Rings handled the tree representation. Lord of the Rings handled it.
That's true. They did.
Did you say Stumpy?
Oh wait. Guess what? Marvel has tree representation too. It's called Groot.
Yeah.
Groot, right. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah,
it's already there.
DC needs more trees, though. Who does DC got? Nobody.
They don't have no trees, do they?
No, they don't have trees. No. They need to come up with a good one, but
they do.
Well,
who
knows if they will?
But I will not take this gentleman serious about his tree being until he tells me what kind of tree he is, because I need to know where. Maybe I don't like oak.
Exactly.
I may not like an oak tree.
No, sorry, Mandy. It's just tree. That's.
No, I won't accept it.
But speaking of taking things seriously, we're going to get back to our super chats here, starting with 16-bit mascot for $5. Mandy, you want to go ahead and take that?
16-bit mascot for $5. Thank you so much, Love Bug. Hail, ladies, for these SJs. If you live your life looking for problems, you'll find one every second. You only live once. Do it right. Yeah.
That's funny.
Absolutely.
Valiant Renegade for $1.99 says, I may be inadvertently affiliated with Fat Steven.
And then Fat Steven for $2 Canadian says, Valiant may be affiliated with Simping Fat Steven.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all are cute.
Oh God. I know. It's like tag teaming off each other. L Punk Trace for a 99-cent super sticker, a smiling face with horns. Thank you. I can't do a heart right. My heart's set.
Let me see. Sackville B for $5. Thank you so much. WB, new Lucasfilm are in the pimping business.
Oh my.
You
Okay,
hoes buy what we put out.
Right?
They're pimping out a rock though. Oh no, wait, that's Lucasfilm. Never mind. Sorry. Okay.
They are pimping out a rock, though.
Yeah, they are.
You know it's gonna happen, and they're gonna get The Rock to play The Rock. Okay. Valiant Renegade for $1.99. Thank you so much. Says Fat Steven may be affiliating with Self Delusion. Oh my God.
Oliver Clausoff with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Says, I am getting super duper drunk. No reply needed. My ladies and Tom.
Oh.
Oh,
Have fun. Cheers.
Enjoy.
Seriously.
Valiant Renegade for $1.99. Thank you. Fat Steven needs to sing Safe Space from South Park.
Oh my God. That would be funny.
I would love that.
Lorena, make him do it on one of your shows and record it. That's
Right?
Oh, you know what? Yeah, Fat Steven, you're gonna have to do that.
No, that needs to happen for real.
Oh my gosh.
Let me say, Lucy for $5. Thank you so much. Hey, y'all, listening to one of my favorite podcasts on a rainy night. Have a lovely night, ladies and Tom. Thank you. I hope you sleep really good with the sound of rain. I always sleep better when it's raining at night.
Me too. Except for when it's like monsoon rain over here.
Right.
Like, oh,
Oh, I can totally sleep in that. I can sleep through thunder and lightning too.
Oh man, you know what? I can too, but it's sometimes it's a little bit more difficult because I like it.
Rainy night. I love a rainy night. I love to hear the thunder and the lightning.
Fat Steven for $2. Thank you so much. Says Valiant owes me money for these super chats. Hashtag cheap.
You better go beat him up.
Don't you owe Tom $500?
Oh goodness.
Fuck you. Where's my $500?
I thought it was pies. I thought he was paying you in pies.
Pies are more expensive than dollars.
Oh my gosh.
Can't argue with that.
Sean, the movie man 71. Thank you for the $5 super chat. He says, Celebrity Deathmatch. Ann Sarnoff and J.J. Abrams versus Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Chapek. The loser has to be on a 40-person Fandom Minute Zoom call.
Oh,
you know what? I'm gonna go with Ann Sarnoff and J.J. Abrams just because there's just that hate going on at AT&T buying them out. So they got like that seething rage under there, you know.
I want to see them call each and every one of these ladies a sexist misogynist to their face.
Yes.
Oh. I really want you know, Kennedy and Bob Chapek to end up on that Zoom call. So I don't know. I have words. I have words for Kennedy.
I have words to tell you.
That's great.
That would be perfect.
That's hilarious.
I don't even care who would win. I would just want to say it.
Yeah, me
want to
too.
bring the popcorn,
Whose
right?
Whose channel is this going to be on? Oh, geez.
Exactly. Where do I pay?
Hosting?
Right. How much is this pay-per-view going to cost? I'm paying.
Okay, wait. Whose turn is it?
Right?
It's Jane's turn.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Then Carrie, though, right now brought in this $5 super chat that goes along with that last one. Says with guest referee Gina Carano.
Absolutely.
That's funny.
Yes.
All right.
Wanted to grab that
Love
now
that.
since it was relevant.
Wait, I think it's my turn because
Is it your turn? Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Poor Jane.
Kit Kat for 10. Is that pounds or euros? I can never.
Pounds.
Does it look like a little L? Then it's pounds.
Pounds. Thank you so much. Fan character dressed as a cheerleader jumping in the air. Oh, is that a sticker?
Yeah. I think so.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. Now it's Jane's turn.
Okay. Nintendo Power with a $5 super chat. Thank you. He says, too bad Elliot Page transitioned. Who's going to play Kitty Pryde in the MCU now? Oh, wait. Don't give the comic writers any ideas.
Oh my gosh.
Especially these comic writers right now at Marvel. No. Make them come up with their own garbage.
Right.
Right? But dude, I love that Nintendo Power, like the old Nintendo Power book. I love that name. That is awesome.
Name.
That's
That
a good
brings back
name.
memories. Yeah, it sure does. Oh, Commander Ed Stracker of Shadow for $10. Thank you so much for the super chat. WB is ran by rectums who think Che G, put it that way, a hero and wear his t-shirts. AT&T ran by Wharton grad bros who want stock to go up, so they sell options, more cars, Coke, and ladies of the evening. Congo.
Oh my gosh, that's a great super chat.
I approve this message.
That's amazing.
Oh God. Mandy,
I love that he called them rectums.
Oh my gosh.
It's perfect.
It's so good. So good.
Let's see. Willie Woodard sent us $1. Thank you so much, Willie. And thank you for being here tonight, Love Bug.
Thanks, Willie.
Speaking of Willie,
Thank
Jedi
you,
6
Willie.
just sent in $10 on behalf of Willie, saying, this is from Willie Woodward. He's in the chat and can't afford to show his affection for you ladies with a super chat. Could you all please give him a shout out? So send some extra love to Willie Woodward.
Oh,
Willie.
We appreciate you, Willie. We are always happy to have you here. And it's not all about the super chats, but those are just, they help keep the lights on. And when you can, they help. But if you can't, no worries, no worries. And he says, that's sweet. And thank you so much.
Giant hugs, Willie.
Yes.
Giant hugs.
So sweet. Thank you, Willie. And thank you. Wait, who was that sent that?
That was a Jedi 6.
Jedi
Awesome.
6. Thank
Awesome
you for sending that,
Jedi.
Willie.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. Okay, so Raymond Hoey for $10. Thank you so much. Raymond says, hello, lovely ladies. Mandy, you look absolutely stunning in that Midnight's Edge t-shirt. Thank you.
Like what?
Thank you for the joy you bring. Love you all with little heart eyes emojis. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Raymond. That's so sweet.
Captain Robert April with a $1.49 super chat. Oh, I'm sorry. A $1.49 super sticker. A white unicorn with rainbow hair.
It's a Doomicorn.
It's a Doomicorn.
Okay. I think it's Adam Wolford now.
Let's see. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Adam Wolford.
Okay, cool. Okay, so Adam Wofford for $5. So Chun-Li isn't in Mortal Kombat, but she will be in the upcoming game Outsiders, as her class will be called Game Over One Shot Everything.
KO.
Oh, poor
right.
Chun-Li.
So sad.
Poor chum.
That is so sad. Let's see. L Punk Trace for $2. Thank you so much. Did you ladies like the Witchblade TV series?
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it. Seen that. Let me see. I gotta Google it.
Remember.
Witchblade. You know what? Before I say anything, what is it about?
I didn't see this.
Is it something I've seen and I forgot all about it?
That's what I always look up because I've watched so many things and I've forgotten it.
Right?
No, I haven't.
No, I did not see this. No,
looks good though.
Ooh, that looks good.
I like the art in it. The art looks awesome. Art looks awesome.
I'm gonna check this out. All right. I think it's you, Mandy.
Let's see. Are we at Fat Steven Seagal? Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. Fat Steven Seagal for $2 Canadian. Thank you so much. Fuck you, Tom. Give me my 500 pie slices. I grip now.
I want whole pies. Whole pie.
You might have to fight EVS for those, Tom. Just saying.
What do you think I'm going to bribe EVS with? I got plans, y'all. I got plans.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Good, thank you.
Rod Thunderheart for $5 Canadian. Thank you so much. Says, I missed earlier. Did you all give your reviews of the Snyder Cut? Hope everyone's doing good. Any of you played Final Fantasy VII Remake yet? I haven't played Fantasy VII Remake, but I will. I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
As for me, and with regards to the Snyder Cut, I did enjoy it. Snyder is not my favorite, but I did enjoy it, and I do recommend everyone to watch it. Even if you are not a huge fan of Snyder, I think you should just watch it because it's good fun. It's superhero fun. I think like for me, the Snyder Cut's a little bit. I think it's a little too long because he just overuses slow mo so much.
Oh God, yeah.
I feel like just like the slow mo could have just been a little bit less. It would have probably been better for me personally, but otherwise, I really did enjoy it. So that's good.
And I'm a dork. And I haven't seen it yet because I haven't had time, but I want to because everybody said it was good. So I'm going to watch it.
I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts about it, Mandy.
I'm definitely gonna get on it. I may actually watch tonight. I may curl up tonight and watch it.
There you go. Yeah. What about you, Jane? Did you like it?
No, I enjoyed it. There are a lot of strong points, but the weaknesses, one of them does in fact have to do with all of the slow motion. Every other scene.
Yeah.
And the music.
Yes.
The score isn't very good.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't.
Oh no. Another one with a bad score, really.
Yeah, it's bad. Except for Wonder Woman's theme music.
Yeah.
That was hype.
Well, at least they did that on
Superman's. And Superman's was good too.
Superman's was good. Superman's was good.
But there were just songs in it, and you're just like, why is this in this movie?
Yeah,
I know. It's just like it needed an editing job. I could have done without the music video sequences, especially the one with Ezra Miller. However, I will allow the one with Jason Momoa because that's freaking Jason Momoa.
Yes, yes.
And I will also allow the slow motion with Jason Momoa.
Yes, because that was
Here's the thing. When you have slow-mo, like for example, like with me, there was this one scene, and I'm not gonna I don't feel like I'm spoiling it for you, Mandy, because you've seen the Joss Whedon version, so you're gonna be fine. But there's one scene where Batman's going like it was probably one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie because Batman's just taken over with a car to try and drive the monsters away so that the heroes can get through. And I was like, yes, Batman, because it was just, I love Batman and I love the Batmobile and he's just so cool and he's just going off doing this thing. But then the reason that I liked it to be fast-paced then is because you're seeing it through Batman's eyes, and Batman is not he's not a super powered person. He is a human being, so he's seeing everything very fast-paced. But then you see these slow-mo moments of like the bullets dropping to the ground, and it would take me out of the scene because I'm like, oh, I'm in a rush. Like I'm watching the scene of like Batman's going over this building, and it's just like, oh. And you're just like, oh, dude, no, like,
gotcha.
Slow-mo. But all in all, though, it was good.
It's a beautiful movie, though.
It is. It is. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII. I haven't had any time to play any video games, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So hopefully I can get back into that soon.
Yeah. I haven't
Same here, but I'm excited about 7. It was always my favorite. So
I love that.
It's time. I swear I need something that keeps me up all the time. I need to not have to sleep is what I need.
I can help you out with that.
Oh shit, it's Bat Time.
What did I think of Ben Affleck as Batman? Batfleck is so cool.
I like Batfleck.
I wish I was as cool as Batfleck.
He's cool.
He is so fucking swole.
He's swole.
Oh god.
He makes my bat mouth water.
It's got a man crush on.
He's the reason for the bad nipples.
Do you have any new episodes of Bat Tom?
No, that takes too much work.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. You need to see some. Who has a Kit Kat?
I do.
Okay.
Kit Kat for £5. Thank you. Happy birthday to William Shatner, born March 22nd, 1931. 90 years old.
Oh, yes.
Yay. Happy birthday, William Shatner. Hey, Captain Kirk. We love you.
The GOAT. I'll put it that way.
100.
Absolutely. Let's see. Valiant Renegade for there he is. Yes.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
Oh my gosh. That was great.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my God. I'm to hear that in my sleep.
Hey!
Oh God. Valiant Renegade for $9.99. Thank you so much. Thank you. Here's your super chat, buddy, Fat Steven. You can get it from Tom now when you bring him his 500 effing pies. Laughing face.
Now that is a hoe. See?
Wow.
He's out there making sure I get my pie.
Oh my gosh.
Oh Lord. Let me see. Stephen Otten for $5. Thank you so much, Stephen. Justice League, the extended director's cut, the extended director's collector's edition, Amenicity International House of Pancakes.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
That is such a mouthful. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Steve.
It sounds delicious, though.
It does. Pancakes are always delicious.
I love pancakes.
I'm a fan of a pancake.
Okay, wait. I have a question for you, ladies. Waffles or pancakes?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Depends.
Okay, say I'm with her on that because I can make the most badass homemade waffles that are just so good, but my pancakes really, really suck. So if it's a homemade waffle,
what?
Shouldn't a fat kid have something to say about this?
I think a fat kid would like my analogy. So pancakes, they're nice to make really quick. They're delicious syrup
Pancakes
if you're
rock.
gonna go. But waffles are great when you want to hold stuff inside the little recesses like berries and strawberries and chocolate chips and
here's the level.
Cream.
The level is frozen waffles and pancakes if you're nasty enough to do that shit.
Ugh.
Flapjacks, which is like griddle cakes. Then waffles, like homemade good shit.
Yeah.
than pancakes. And when I'm talking pancakes, I'm talking shit made in grease, and it's got those crispy edges, and it just melts in your mouth.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody else eat their pancakes real stupid? Where because I take mine and I put a lot of butter on them, and then I cover them in sugar, and then I roll them up like a little
Those
burrito.
are like crepes.
Like a crepe?
Yeah,
crepe.
Well, yeah, but I do it with pancakes.
Crepes are in there too. Yeah.
Yeah, you just need the pastry cream.
I've never done that with pancakes though, Mandy, but I've done it with crepes.
I do it with pancakes. It's good. And then you put syrup on the top.
Oh yeah, you gotta have some syrup.
And then you got this like sugary. Yeah, they're good.
Ooh,
Man, I'm hungry.
That sounds. Oh god, that sounds so good. Oh my god. Okay,
All
next.
right, moving on. Latino Slant for $5. Thank you so much, Latino Slant, who just made 8,000 subs. So congratulations to you, my friend.
Congratulations!
What's
That's
happening?
awesome.
Yeah.
So he says, "Hola, look at these brilliant, gorgeous mujeres." Oh, hi, Tom.
Hola,
How
hun.
you doing this?
Hello. Finbor Holy with a $5 super chat says, these people hung up on 4 hours would absolutely hate Mahler and the EFAP.
No
4
kidding.
hours is just a mini.
That's
True.
true.
That's
Man,
true.
can you guys imagine when Mahler does that to the Snyder Cut? How long is that going to be?
It's going to take him
16 hours.
24 hours because of all the slow motion.
Yeah,
The
man.
WandaVision wrap up was like 11 hours, right?
Oh my god. It's going to be like 24 hours for sure. Maybe 48.
Probably 48.
Yeah.
I want to see it, and I don't want to see it at the same time.
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I may have to do that in pieces and come back. And,
Yeah, probably that might be.
And check that out. Hillis Mallory for $5. Thank you so much. I like that she says, "Let out the rope," implying to hang himself with. Brass pair on this chick.
Ooh.
Yeah, she might come from the Kathleen Kennedy school of How to Survive in Hollywood.
She seems like it. She definitely seems like she's got the same blueprint. Like same book for sure.
Yeah,
she's
seriously.
one of those old Hollywood broads you don't want to you don't want to cross.
She's like a madam.
Well,
Okay, let's see. Stephen Otten for $5. Thank you so much, Stephen. The theatrically released movies, 3.5 hours or longer. Ben-Hur, Lawrence of Arabia, Gettysburg, Gods and Generals, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King.
All great films.
Yeah.
You forgot Titanic. Titanic had it had to have been 3.5 hours.
I think
Titanic,
it was.
right? It had to have been.
I think it was at least 3 hours. I don't know if it was.
It was long. It was.
I didn't wake up until the ship started going down. I literally said, "Wake me up when they start freaking sinking."
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Lorena,
I couldn't. Sorry, I couldn't hang with that.
I'm taking your girl card.
Although I will say I did perk up when Billy Zane was on screen.
Oh, I hated that dude.
If he showed up, because he played such a good a-hole. I love it.
He did. I was just such a Leo fangirl at the time that I was like, I hate you.
Oh,
Me too.
We know Lorena's type now.
She already said, like, you know, the tattoos and the okay. Anyways,
Bald guys, I bet. Yeah, see.
Yeah, this is true. Jason
I
was
was-
the outlier, but you know,
Well, he's
Gotta
got
have
pretty
one.
hair.
he does.
Guys.
he does have a bare chest. Okay.
That's
Here we go. Bruce Lombardo for $10. Thank you so much, Bruce. Good to see you. Says when I cut my HBO Max subscription and decided to put WB in the same category as Disney, boycott everything. Then Warner says this, calling the people I appreciate names. I sleep with a fan on. Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, they did insult all the fans. It's
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
They don't
They
know
did.
what else to do but insult us.
It's just crazy.
They don't respect us. You know, they don't love us hoes. You know, I'm just saying.
200-watt studio. Thank you for the $2 super chat. It says Mandy, Nina, Lorena, Jane, beautiful panel.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you so much. You guys have been amazing with these super chats tonight. Oh my gosh, so much
Seriously.
love.
So
much love.
complimentary.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Brillahado 21. I hope I said that right. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Hey, ladies, my favorite character is Mrs. Brisby from The Secret of Nymph. Sad they don't make characters like that anymore.
Oh, I love that movie.
I'm mad because I saw that movie and oh my God, I can't recall that character. It's been a long time, but I love that film.
I remember and I love that movie. I mean, it's been a long time since I've seen it, but I freaking love that movie. And they don't make characters like that anymore or movies like that anymore, especially not animation.
No.
So good.
I need to go back and watch that. I really do.
For sure.
So, like I said, I need to not have to sleep.
I know.
There's so much stuff I want to do, and I just don't have time.
I know, girl.
Stress helps, and if you can't do that, cocaine.
Oh my gosh. We do not advertise doing cocaine on this.
No,
Neither do I. I'm just answering your question.
That just seems like it's just a whole new problem.
Right.
I can't afford that shit. If I could, I'd be up like 3 days straight, and I'd be so svelte.
Well, like
my
Rick James says cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Is it my turn?
I think it's Lorena's, right? I don't know.
She just went. I think.
I just went, so
That
it's
is
gonna
Mandy.
Mandy's turn. Yeah.
Okay, let me see. Bruce Lombardo for $1.99. Thank you so much. Super straight and proud. Where's my parade at?
Oh.
I know, right?
Make one. Even if it's a one-man parade, you make your parade,
one.
and you get a drum, and you go get the hat with the big feather. You do it. I bet people would come out and join you. I would. I'd come out if I saw somebody walking down the street.
Why not?
I'd join the parade.
Jedi Six has got your back, yo.
I saw.
I'm also into super straight people. Just saying. Okay.
I'm so totally super straight.
Oh my god, me too.
Pretty sure I married one, but I don't know.
Maybe.
Right.
London Fog, I'm sorry. 66 for $5. Thank you so much. Says change language to change culture.
Yes.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when you can't do it, burn the books and then change history. That's how it's done.
Or edit the digital copy, which is same thing as digital book burning.
Exactly.
That's the approach. Sean the Movie Man 71. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Says WB wants films that are LGBTQ plus people of color that are marginalized, demoralized, tokenized, and genderized. In other words, woke. Love you, ladies.
Love you too, man.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what they want.
All
That's what they
true.
want.
Everything you said is true.
Absolutely.
They also have to be on parole.
Yeah.
And live down by the river.
With a river.
That helps.
With the plant. With the plant.
With the plant. Yeah.
Kit Kat for £2. Thank you so much. Delightful that the Snyder Cut is making money.
Yeah.
Aw, yes.
I think AT&T is pretty happy. I think so.
And you know, I think all of us are kind of happy about it, whether you're a fan of Snyder Cut or not. Because again, if fans can get that one made, that means that there's a chance for us to get other stuff that we love made. So,
Absolutely.
you know, it's a win-win. Even if it's not technically your fandom that got the win, it's still a win for us, the fans in general, I think.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I hope Snyder Cut just absolutely kicks ass and then I hope that I get my Suicide Squad. So
Yes.
we'll
There
see.
you
We'll
go.
see.
Give Mandy her Suicide Squad.
Right. I love
Yeah.
Harley Quinn. I do. I'm a huge fan of hers. It's Manga, right? That went fast.
It's
Um,
yeah.
Mhm.
Let's see. The Jelly or Julie? The Jelly Cabral?
I
I think.
think so.
Mhm.
I think you got it.
For 5 Woolly Bullies. I don't know what that is. 5 Woolly, but thank you so much. Let me see. Hi, ladies, here in Brazil. There we go.
Oh.
In Brazil, the Snyder Cut came as VOD and took down all operator server due to demand. It wasn't cheap.
Wow. All right, that's making money.
It's gotta be. Everybody was so stoked about this. You know, people went into this just like we did with Sonic the Hedgehog. People bitched about it, they fixed it, and the fans really I don't want to say rewarded them because it's not really a reward, but the fans took notice that, hey, we didn't like something, you guys fixed it, so we're going to support it. And the same thing happened with the Snyder Cut. People, even people like me that wasn't a part of that fandom technically, you know, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to pay. I'm going to watch it just like everybody else because I want that movement to. I love that the fans got what they wanted.
Right.
So
and to add to the Julie Cabral, actually, one thing I forgot, and I think a lot of people forgot, the Snyder Cut released worldwide.
Yeah.
Not just on HBO Max.
Yeah.
So that's video on demand money right there.
Yeah. True.
Wow.
Exactly.
Crash the server. Woo! Good problem to have in this case.
True. All right. So Culture Casino, hey, for $5. Thank you so much. Culture says, just your weekly reminder that Mandy has a new book you should back. Also, check out Lorena Creole, Nina Infinity, and Jane Theory.
Thank you,
on
Culture.
YouTube. Thank you so
I
much.
second that emotion.
Thank you, Culture.
I got some breaking news.
Yeah.
The George Lucas interview with his wife with the 8th grade class
Yeah.
has been taken down.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
This according to Ryan Canal. So yeah, the breaking news here. They got it. They took it down. I wonder why they would do something like that.
Somebody's salty.
Some feelings got hurt.
Yeah, somebody's feeling some kind of way. I'm sorry. That interview was just wonderful to look at. God.
Isn't that racist?
Isn't it what?
Isn't that racist that they took it down? Because it was supposed to be about marginalized groups and entertainment and stuff like that.
They don't care about that. Rules for thee, not for me.
Yeah, they don't really care about the things that they scream from the rooftop, or they would they would do more shit, you know.
They said take that ish down.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, Jane, it's your turn.
Yes. Rod Thunderheart with 10 Canadian dollars. Thank you. He says Flash is an amazing character. He's never been fully realized on film. He can vibrate through the walls. He can run backwards in time. Smallville got him right by giving a sonic boom when he ran.
That's kind of cool. That I didn't watch Smallville.
I didn't
either.
But I do think that's kind of, I didn't know that they had given him a sonic boom when he ran, but that's kind of cool. I don't know. I've just always liked Quicksilver. You know what I mean? I mean, as far as like really fast characters, I've always been a Quicksilver fan. So
same here.
I
don't mind. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind Flash as a character. I don't like Ezra Miller. I have no issue with the Flash. I think he's a cool character. I think, and I didn't, a lot of the stuff you just told me though, honestly, I didn't know he can vibrate through what. That's pretty freaking cool. I didn't know he could
do anything. He
pretty
moves
freaking
so
cool.
fast that he can vibrate through. He can even vibrate through people. It's crazy.
I still want my Gambit movie.
Yes,
Right? Give me my Gambit movie, damn it.
Girl,
oh, good Gambit.
they are not thinking about Gambit.
I
ever.
love the Flash, and you know what's weird is that I was introduced to the Flash through the CW show actually, and I really like Grant Gustin's version of the Flash. I learned about the Flash through the CW, so they can do stuff right. Yes, that show did go super woke after, but it was good. It introduced me to the character and it made me love the character, and I think Grant Gustin did a really good job portraying the Flash. I really like him as the Flash personally.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we have Dad Man Walking for Dad Man Walking 55 for $5.
That's a good name.
I love that name.
That is a good name.
I think he got it from his kid playing Fortnite or something like that. It's a cool story. Y'all make the gym fun. Was there twice as long and did scrunches and leg press on top of the squats? Now time to do the dishes. Oh, well, thank you for the super chat. I'm so glad we could.
Don't forget to do your squats.
He said he did it. Yeah, he did it. But now tomorrow
I'm just doing my job.
He's gonna cuss every single one of us tomorrow when he can't walk and his legs feel like jelly. He's gonna be like,
leg day.
These assholes.
That was me today because I had leg day Sunday.
Ooh, leg days are
and honestly, what a good person you are to do the dishes. I mean, that is just the kindest thing.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
That is very sweet that you're doing the dishes. That is nice.
All right. Who's next?
I don't know.
It's me. Mandy. Yeah, it's you, Mandy.
Oh, okay. Let me say it's Astroth. Astroth? Yeah. Astroth. There we go. For $5. Thank you so much. Hello, ladies, and I guess Tom. So if WB has lost money chasing Marvel's tail, do they think that taking the Lucasfilm playbook will make them money? I think they think that, but none of go woke, go broke. I mean,
I don't know. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't think they're thinking. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't understand. Honestly, I don't understand what they're thinking either. I mean, I think I was saying it earlier. I can't wrap my head around just absolute gobbledygook insanity. I can't work with that. They're being ridiculous is what they're doing.
I think they're just throwing everything to the wall, see what sticks. So long as it's not what fans want.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What we want will stick. They just cut it off. They carve it off. And
We don't want that.
we don't want that. That's not what we want to stick.
Oh God. It's just
Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't deserve that. Y'all don't get it. So
if they're smart, you're not even looking at what the hot trash that Lucasfilm is doing right now. So yeah, I'm probably like, look, it's a freaking rock.
It's a rock. But her boyfriend he got some really good nookie for coming up with that idea. She was really, she gave him a little pat on the back and said, look at you. Oh, look at you. You had an idea, little man. And she tapped him on the head a little bit.
Stop insulting Geode. We want more Geode.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I could have at least gave him a mullet or something to make him better than just a rock.
Wouldn't that be cool? He had some kind of growth going on.
Something, anything. I don't know.
Make him look like a chia pet. Like a mullet, a chia pet mullet. Yeah,
I could see that.
That would give it character.
I would like some bumps like around this area, so it would be like like Shield. Anyway, I want a She-Rock. Okay? I want
you want rock titties.
I want to see myself in the rock, and I can't. What is that?
You can't identify with the rock unless it reminds you of you. I get
exactly.
That's what it is. Yeah. That's it. You don't see yourself as a rock.
Yeah, give it some curly hair. I don't know.
Have you thought about just sitting still for a couple of minutes and just not moving and just shutting your brain down completely, like on I Heart Huckabee? There's a whole poem on I Heart Huckabees about rocks. So, you rock. Nobody rocks like this rock rocks. Yeah, there's a whole poem on that movie about it.
Oh,
Wow.
Lord have mercy, Jesus.
Okay, so Hillis Mallory for $2. Thank you so much. Wally actor Beatrice is out on a limb on that one. It's bad. It's bad. By the way, that's what the Flash reminded me of in the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut version of the Flash was Wally West. It was not oh my God, what's the Flash name? The Flash name. Somebody. Thank you, Barry Allen. Thank you. It was not Barry Allen. It was Wally West as the character, and I just wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the super silly, weird. I don't know. Anyways.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Storyman Jack for $2. Thank you. He says community created story posted on Twitter.
Community created.
Good to know.
Oh, okay. All right.
Check it out.
Hey.
Thanks, Storyman Jack.
Christian Coralejo for $2. Thank you so very much. Pretty sure everyone came from microbes, not trees.
That's what I thought.
I would have to agree with you on that. Yeah, but apparently they didn't tell dude. Or
that's
he's
what
not
I
acknowledging it.
I mean, I figured maybe he's thinking like, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And like, like when you're like, and you go into the soil and then you become the tree. I don't know, but I don't think he was thinking that deep about it.
Nina, you just put way, way more thought into that than
did.
ever would have.
Sure
you came up with some kind of logic to it. That it ain't got none of that. There is no logic attached to that. It's equivalent to me telling you guys, I'm a flower.
Well, you really are though, Mandy. You're just a flower.
Oh, that's
beautiful
sweet.
Flower. All right.
Well, at least you didn't say poison ivy, so there we go. Let me see. Dash Desi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Desi?
Yeah.
I think it's Jane's turn though, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
Is it?
Yeah, because I read the pretty sure that everyone came from.
Oh, then yes. I'm so sorry, Jane. That's you.
Okay. Well, Dash Desi, $5 Canadian. Thank you. He says, rain. I wish Calgary is getting 7 inches of snow tonight.
Oh.
I never thought it would be so hard to give companies money. They used to come looking for it.
I know, right? You got to beg them to take money now. And look, I'm so jelly of your snow in the South. We never get snow. I mean, every once in a while we get it, but I don't think we're going to this year. But
I'm not
feeling the snow.
I'm not. You guys sound like my Southern relatives are like, we want to see snow. We want to see snow. I'm like, the hell you
It's
don't.
overrated as shit.
It
is.
It's fun for about 3 days. I want to go like sledding on the trash can lids because we ain't got no sleds here. And I want
oh my God, trash can lid sledding. That's hilarious.
Right? We don't have. I mean, you can order them online, but you ain't gonna go to like a store and buy a sled here. And I want to build a snowman, and I want to do snow angels, and
you know what? They had an inch of snow in Florida one year, and the whole place shut the freak down.
Shuts down. Yeah, you get
and the only people who could drive were if you were from up north and you had an SUV and you knew how to drive and knew as sure as heck not to drive on ice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you don't get that. You just get the whole town shuts down until completely. Completely shuts down for about 3 to 4 days until the snowplow that all 13 counties around me share. Because they all came together and bought a snowplow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mandy, do you want to get the one from Matt G? Because that one.
Yes. Matt G for $2. Thank you so much, Matt. Oh my God, Mandy. Screw this Zack dude. His pretzels suck. Oh my God, because of the Snyder pretzels.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Oh man.
Roll gold all the way, sir. Roll gold pretzels.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome! Awesome. Auntie Anne's has the best pretzels. I'm just saying.
Oh
yeah, they're nice and hot.
Yes, ma'am.
Larry for $5. Thank you so very much. Dropping dollars for WW Willie Woodward, and for Mandy, Lorena, Jane Theory, Nina, and Tom. Always enjoy seeing y'all and hearing your smart viewpoints. Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
How you doing?
Oh, Larry, that's so sweet.
Such a sweetheart.
Yeah, everybody's hooking Willie up tonight.
So, should I go then?
Sure.
Yeah. Christian Carlejo, thank you so much for the $2. Says, what do you like to have in waffles and pancakes? I personally like chocolate chips or blueberries. Yeah.
Strawberries,
bananas and strawberries.
Strawberries, blueberries, and pineapple are mine.
Oh, and pecans.
Ooh, pecans are good with the pineapple too. If you mix,
I also love like blueberry syrup. Like blueberry syrup, so good.
That's good.
I do too, but you can only get it at around here. I can only find it like IHOP.
Same here.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only
But
get it
I'll do half like in the strawberry, and then I'll do some in the blueberry. I like to taste.
I definitely and of course I gotta have my maple syrup because
of course, because it's the best, right?
You got it.
It is.
It's good stuff.
You know how expensive real maple syrup is around here? It's fucking insane. And I'm not even that far from Canada. It's bullshit.
Oh,
wow,
really?
Yeah, it is not cheap at all.
It's not. Well, if you get it from Trader Joe's, it's actually kind of reasonable, but
wow.
It's still maple
the things you take for granted, right? Like it's
right?
crazy.
Absolutely. All
Cat
right.
for £10. Thank you. It says fan character dressed as a cheerleader jumping in the air. Oh, it's the super sticker. I love that one. It's so cute.
Oh, it sounds cute. Let's see. Fortunato for $5. Thank you so very much. Here's some tortilla money for Tom Connors Dominguez.
Tortillas rock.
Especially flour ones. Flour tortillas are awesome.
I like both.
Oh my
I love
God.
that y'all were saying it right. And after I saw Napoleon Dynamite, I can't say it right. They're like always tortillas to me now.
Oh my God.
Get off of it, Dynamite, and go make yourself a dang quesadilla.
I love that movie.
That movie is too much fun. I love it.
What's funny is I grew up with a guy who's like exactly like Napoleon Dynamite. I couldn't stop laughing through that whole movie. I'm like, I fucking know this. Like that is Doug. Through the whole movie, I'm like, that's fucking Doug. I'm like, that ain't Napoleon. It's Doug.
That's hilarious. I love his friend Pedro.
Right down to keeping tots in your fucking pocket and shit. Sorry, go ahead, Nina. My bad.
No, I was just saying I love his friend too, Pedro or whatever.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Hilarious.
Oh,
It's a good movie.
So good. I want to rewatch that movie. It's been a long time.
It's oh my gosh,
It's so funny.
It's so funny, especially at the end when he's dancing.
The dance. Oh my God, I was dead.
Jamiroquai. Anyway, who's next?
I think it's you.
I think it's Mandy. I did Fortunato.
Oh,
It's me. Okay. Eclay Thomason for $5. Thank you so much. Tom, sing Roses by Outkast for us.
Oh my God.
God, see if I can remember it. Something like, I know you like to think your shit don't stink, but you're leaning a little closer and you smell the roses are like poo poo. Something like that. I can't. It's been like 10 years since I heard that fucking song.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
the roses really smell like poo poo. Something like that.
The way the song starts off is just crazy. I freaking love that. I love Outkast.
Yeah, it's a good song though. It's been a long time since I thought of that song. Man.
I haven't heard that song
I
in
know you like to say,
forever.
yo, shit don't stink.
Lean a little closer.
Closer.
See your roses really
Okay,
smell
see
like
your
white
roses really smell like poo-poo. That's what I missed right there. Mandy got it for me. Thank you.
There you go, Mandy.
You're welcome.
I
liked Outkast.
All right, so
too.
JJ, aka Sith Lord, hey, for $10, thank you so much. Says good evening, sexy Lorena, love Miss War, awesome Jane, and Spitfire Nina. It's always a pleasure, and Tom, of course. Thank you so much, Sith Lord.
How you doing?
Thank you.
Rod Thunderhorn for 10 Canadian dollars says Smallville also gave us the first race of Clark, Superman versus Bart Allen, Flash. Spoiler alert, Bart smokes Clark, even running backwards, waving goodbye when racing off.
Yeah. The Flash was, I haven't seen Smallville, but I know the Flash is faster than Superman when Superman's younger. Later on, Superman takes the Flash pretty easily.
So I would have thought Superman would have always been able to take the Flash with speed.
When he was younger.
That's just me though. I don't know. So it just seems like even younger Superman would still.
That's from my understanding. Maybe I'm totally
right. No. I mean, who knows? But to me, that seems. But it does sound awesome. They did a race. Is Smallville worth going back at this point and like rewatching
I've always
it again?
wondered that too, Mandy, because I never watched Smallville and I don't know if I should.
Yeah, you guys in the chat, would y'all recommend like starting now, knowing very, very little about it? Is it worth actually like going into now, or is it one that's better left in the past?
I'd watch it to check out Michael Rosenbaum, but other than that, sorry, that's told on myself.
It's kind of cheesy. I saw a couple of episodes. It's really CW-ish.
Yeah. See, and that's why I never started watching it in the first place.
Superhero meets Dawson's Creek.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's why I tapped out after about like 3 and just followed Michael Rosenbaum as an actor.
That's why I never watched it, because that's exactly what it reminded me of. I was like, I don't know if I want to watch this. This is weird.
Yeah, like the last show I watched on, I think it was WB, with that show Rain that is about Mary Queen of Scots.
Oh yeah, Cameron's show.
And it was good. I mean, it was a little soap opera-y, but it was really, really good. And then near the end it kind of got WB-ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was good. But I did like it up until the WB-ish part.
I guess Cameron sent in a super chat, but I did not see it, and I think I've been keeping up pretty good on the super chat. So
I saw Cameron send one earlier.
I saw. Did he? I didn't see it. So
I saw it. I don't.
Yeah, I didn't.
Shit, I hope I didn't miss any more than that one then. But like, that's strange because I've been keeping up on him pretty well, I thought. But yeah, Cameron, just let me know what you said, man. I have no access to it, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. A big Z for $10. Thank you so much. Says my favorite Flash feat is when he saved the entire building of people from a fire, went to the library to read books on construction, and rebuilt the building. He did all of that in just a couple of seconds. Oh my God, that is so amazing.
That's funny. Awesome. That's funny.
I wish I could. I just keep seeing freaking Ezra Miller as Flash.
Right. Say.
I almost want to tell you to watch, like, see.
That's what I said.
How cool
he wrote for Rain. Exactly.
That is so cool.
Okay, he said he sent one for $5, and I'm not saying you didn't, Cameron, but I just can't believe I missed it. But evidently I did. He says he made a comment about Superman and Lois being good while Warner movies go woke. Oh wow. Well, that seems to be the case here, at least for now, until they mess that up.
I don't have faith. That's why I haven't watched that, because CW has been just terrible lately. And that's why. Lorena, I almost want to tell you to watch The Flash, like just the first couple of seasons, because it was really good, just so you can get like an idea of what a good Flash would be like. but and then stop watching.
Well, I'd rather watch that than a Batwoman, but hey, they recast Kate Kane. I just might check it out.
And sorry for missing it though, Cameron. I apologize for that, but also StreamYard has been goofy on my end. I opened up the other one here because I even thought it made it look like Dad Man Walking sent in the same super chat 3 times, but then when I went to the other thing, it was only on there once. So I think StreamYard is just going ape shit tonight.
Oh, that's crazy.
That does not surprise. Mine's been acting funky too.
Yeah.
When I try to use it, it's been acting a little.
Mine
Wonky,
does
wonky.
too. So who we have next for L Punk Trace? I think it's Jane.
Yeah.
L Punk Trace sent a 99 super sticker. Thank you. It's a sleeping face.
Aw.
Sweet dreams. I don't know if you're
Have to
sleepy
relax.
or if you're already going to bed, but when you do, sweet dreams.
I do need new glasses, Jedi 6, who sends in $5 and says, donate to buy Tom new glasses to help him find Super Tan. Hashtag cancel Tom.
Right?
Here's my secret already, Cam.
Oh my goodness.
Let's see. From JJ, aka Sis Lord, 3827. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. I had a peanut butter and pecan waffle for dinner, and it was the shiz. Oh wow.
That sounds good.
Pecans make everything taste
Right.
good.
The only thing you were missing is you should have put some bananas on it. You should have cut up some bananas,
and
banana,
brown
peanut butter,
sugar.
and pecan.
Ooh,
Brown sugar. Yes. Brown sugar. Definitely. Yes.
Man, I'm jealous. I want that.
Right. Let me see. Proof of Gray for $2. Thank you so much. Rob's reaction to Geode was great. He was broken. Oh, I bet it was. I bet it was amazing.
What did Rob say about Geode? What? Sorry.
Rob said, something like that. It's a fucking rock.
God, Rob will kill us.
Oh my
So
god.
funny.
Wait, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yes.
Bruce Lombardo for $4.99. Thank you so much. Says Amarillo by Morning. Fair is fair. Tom, I just downloaded your song, but I wanted you to have something in your head.
Amarillo by morning.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
Bruce
totally butchered that.
Lombardo with another $4.99 super chat. He says, you could all go back to Smallville and enjoy it so much more than anything on television. Then go watch Battlestar Galactica from seasons 4 through 8. Oh, from 04 through 08.
I love Battlestar Galactica.
That's another one. I know that Dwight Schrute was really a big fan of it, and that's literally all I know is that Battlestar Galactica and Bears.
Oh, well, I absolutely love Battlestar Galactica.
It was fantastic.
I think I would like it. I think I would have liked it if I would have given it a chance and had the time to have seen it. There's so many things I want to see that I just never had the time for.
Yeah.
And that's another one. I am going to check out some Smallville though. I think I'm going to go back and watch. That should be a really good one, I think, to like put on at night when I go to bed.
Yeah.
And just let play. You know what I mean? I think that'll be a
lighthearted stuff. I
Right.
might watch it too.
Battlestar Galactica, it took me a while to get into it because I was a purist, because I liked the original Battlestar Galactica, and I didn't like how they made Starbuck a woman, because for me, Starbuck, was walking around with the cigar, and he was like,
he was a dude. Yeah.
Toxic, a toxic male. I didn't like him swapping Boomer. I'm like, well, we'll see what happens. And I saw an episode of the show. Okay. Saw a second one. All right. Went to a convention and met Katie Sackhoff, and I was freaking hooked.
Yeah.
Met Katie Sackhoff, Jamie Bamber, went back and watched it. I'm like, okay, it's cool. Because it was kind of slow going. I was really resistant because I have my Battlestar Galactica memories, but they did such a good reboot, and they didn't piss on the original lore, that it was, okay, it's like Starbucks a woman, no big deal.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
didn't make a big deal about it. They just wrote it, and it worked well.
It worked. I thought it worked. And also, I just didn't like the ending. Like for me, Battlestar Galactica just had a really shitty ending. But otherwise it was really, really good. It was I just pretend that the ending didn't happen.
You have to write your own ending for it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Jane. I just pretend something else happened.
Absolutely. Let's see. Adam Wofford for $5. Thank you so much. Here's something for all of you. Poem's X-Wing is black and orange, which means he's super straight. No wonder why he was punked on the last Jedi.
What a hunk of junk. No, it really was black and orange though, wasn't it? And that's the super straight thingy.
Mm-hmm.
Super straight. What the fuck is this world coming to that you even got that? I'm so super straight over here. Like, look at me. I'm so super straight. It's so straight.
You know what's super straight?
Actually, the super
Your
straight
hair.
is actually kind of counteracting the bullshit.
No,
it was people
I'm
coming back on the cis male thing saying, "Oh no, I'm super straight." So it's just to drive them nuts.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
like, you
yeah.
can't just make up terms.
and
It's
it
like
is.
we know.
It's pissing them off, and it's so funny too that it really is.
Isn't
Like
it? I was
it is.
dying. Look at
They're
that.
so offended.
And I'm just
was
looking
so
at it like,
pissed.
and I'm just looking at it like, all of this is so fucking stupid that I can't. But
That's like
whatever.
the other hashtag the other day that was so freaking stupid was like, you know, if hashtag if men weren't here or whatever. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Again.
What's wrong with these
Disgusted.
people?
That
Oh my
disgusted
God.
me.
Twitter
And
women.
the fact that
Ugh.
Twitter made that trending and
I
put that
know.
up there. Oh yeah, but yeah, you're trying to keep everybody. You're making everybody a safe space, right? Except for cis
I'm
men,
sorry
right?
you can't get a date. That's not our fault.
It's not.
That's not men's fault.
It's true. It's true.
Because if it was a world without men,
ridiculous.
I couldn't see Jason Momoa. Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. Henry
You
Cavill.
can see Henry Cavill, you know?
Yeah.
Nah. I'm
Working
sorry. I like men. I don't.
I mean, just
I don't
imagine
want
if a
them
bunch
to
of guys
disappear.
went out there. Even let's just even say if it was gay guys going out there, like I could totally use a world without women. This world would be better if it wasn't for women.
Right?
And, women would lose their fucking minds.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I
Yeah,
even
and
have
it-
my little. No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, and it's absolutely ignorant to even make that statement. You have to have both. I mean, does it? You can tell me all day you're a fucking tree. Yeah, you have to have both. You have to. I mean, so yeah, you can't have one without the
Our
other.
species would die out without each other. What the fuck are you people talking about?
Oh, they
stupid.
think they're gonna run to sperm banks, I guess,
my
and like
God.
load up or something. I don't know what these
Oh
people
my
think.
God.
Testosterone is not a bad thing.
But
okay?
sperms come from men, so
And what do
if
they do
would
with their
do
sons?
that? Yeah, I don't know.
Exactly. None of that. I can say
Mm.
this, and I 100% believe it. I don't believe anybody who has this way of thinking. I don't think that they are parents. I don't think they've had kids. I don't, because I can't fathom anybody looking at a little boy and thinking that. Do you know what I mean? Thinking, oh, you're a man. It's such a sick way of thinking.
Well,
Oh,
now
I know.
But they're out there.
I know they're out there. I just try to pretend.
Unfortunately,
I
these are
so
the-
try to
these are
fucking
the
pretend like they're not.
same chicks that'll be in a toy store and their son like wants a Nerf gun. And they're like, no, you can't have it. It's it's a war toy. Blah 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 blah. It's
here's
great.
a doll.
Here's a
Yeah,
doll. Don't you want a Barbie? Oh my God.
Yes. Next thing you know, the Barbie's like scalped and whatnot.
Uh,
Naked in the corner.
And then
Yeah.
you wonder why they have fucking issues later on in life. Just
right,
Exactly.
right. Then you wonder
Exactly.
why they become an M-Towel later. You know.
God, my nephew,
So-
I take him to the toy store. I'm like, how many Nerf guns you want?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't give a
What
shit.
you want.
It's just whatever you want. You know, if I'm taking them specifically to buy a toy, unless they come at me with like some $400 or $500 or something,
As
that I
long
know
as
is
you're
going to
not
end up
shooting
under
it
a
at
bed.
people.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah,
good with
or
it.
animals. You're
Yeah,
good.
animals. Yeah.
You're good. Let's see. What?
Yeah. You'll shoot your eye
You'll shoot your eye
exactly.
out.
Oh, Mandy, I think you're up next with the Prince Andrew.
Exactly.
It's funny.
I think I've lost.
Should be
that one?
Prince Andrew right after Adam Wofford.
I am looking. How the hell did I get? Okay. Prince Andrew for 15. I think that's Australian, I think.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Barry Allen, just a reminder for Nina.
I know. I had a brain freeze moment for a second. It's been a long day, you guys. You have no idea what I've been through today.
A lot.
It's been bad.
Girls
Yeah.
been through a lot.
My brain just like shut down for a moment. It was like, that name is gone. Like, just no. But thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, and let's see. I think
Oh, it's my
Nina's
turn.
up next. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's okay. Never mind. I was like looking. Okay.
Should be Bell's
wait.
Nickel.
Okay, yeah. Bell's Nickel for $20. Thank you so much. Oldest fart listening at 62. Still think MASH was the best show. B52 V and Steely Dan coolest bands. TOS made me
B-52s.
Yeah, B-52s.
I'm sorry. Thank you. TOS made me an Earth and planetary scientist. You kids are great. Oh,
I know all this stuff you were talking about. Like, I loved MASH. And B-52s, hell yeah, the Love Shack.
Baby love shack.
oh my gosh. I never
Yes, a whale.
Whale, and we're about to set sail. Oh, wait, they didn't exist because it was made up of two gay guys.
Oh,
yeah.
And two chicks. So that band didn't exist. Forget about it.
No, didn't happen.
An original series Star Trek, man, that was a lot of fun in the afternoons after school watching original series Star Trek.
It was the best. Incogcheeto for $5. Says,
such
did
a
you
good name.
know that the Battlestar Galactica had a coffee shop ran by the crew? It was called Starbucks.
Good one. Good one.
That's good.
That's funny.
Oh, Sean the Movie Man 71 for $2. Thank you so very much for that. Celebrity Death Match. Ezra Miller versus Tom Holland.
Oh, I'm taking Tom Holland for this.
I'm taking Tom Holland. Ezra Miller can't even check
I don't
Tom
like
Holland in the first minute.
Yeah.
30 seconds is all.
Exactly. Tom Holland for
Here's
sure.
the here's the
Hands
fight.
down.
You want to fight? You want to fight?
Yeah, done.
Exactly.
You out.
Ezra, are you okay?
I don't like Tony Stark Jr., but damn, I'll take him against Ezra Miller any day of the week.
Right. Exactly.
Hey, I watched Tom Holland in a movie called The Devil All the Time, actually with Robert Pattinson. That boy can go to some dark places. I'll tell you that much right now. That movie was dark, and that boy can go to some dark places, and he will knock Ezra Miller out. It will be really fast. Like the Flash.
Hey, girl.
Let's grab this one while it's on screen here. Hey, Geeky Pixie says, Hey, how is everyone's night? I'm just popping in before I get ready for bed. I wish you all a happy night. Well, thank you so much, Geeky Pixie.
You too. And sweet dreams, hon.
Yeah, sweet dreams.
Is it me?
Wendy. Yeah, it's you,
Okay.
Wendy.
Culture Casino for $2. Thank you so much, Culture. Just contributing to the hashtag Super Chat Straight Thing. Well, thank you, sir.
Oh, that's
Thank
funny.
you.
Adam Wolford for $10. Thank you so much. Says, so on Facebook, there was a poll on who is hotter, Rey from Star Wars or 2,000-year-old half-naked elf girl. Spoilers, the half-naked elf girl won with 200K and Rey got only
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Funny.
Oh, wow.
That is so fun.
Woo.
my
That is
goodness.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Bruce Lombardo for $1.99. Thank you. Says you all should buy Tom's song "I Look Good on You."
Yes, you
Definitely.
should. You definitely
Definitely.
should. And thank you.
Earthquake and booty shaking. Let's get this fucker started. Hi.
Loved it.
Imagine who has that as a ringtone on their
taste.
phone.
It's a
That's all I'm saying.
Available now on
Oh.
iTunes.
That needs to be my ringtone.
I'm just waiting.
I might have to do that. I'm
Yeah,
stealing that
right?
idea.
Right?
Oh my gosh. Let's see. Whose turn? Is it my turn? I think
I
it's
think so.
I think so.
Culture Casino for $5. Thank you so very much. One of my friends had the Prince Andrew piercing. That was a streaming accident waiting to happen. Also, floor cleanliness is an issue.
Wait, what? I don't get this.
What?
Unfortunately, I do.
Oh God.
Is he saying that his friend had a Prince Andrew, but his slong was so big that it drug on the ground, so the ground needed to be clean?
That sounds about right.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mandy.
That's impressive. That is impressive, sir.
You're
Wow.
making shit up. That ain't real. That ain't real, Culture. You're so full of shit.
You don't know, Tom.
Dude,
It's
that'd be like
I
porn fucking would be like dying to have him in there. No.
refuse to go to Google and look that up.
I'm not doing that. I'm
I
not
know.
doing
I'm
it.
Googling it.
No, don't do it. Okay.
No.
Wow.
I've learned that's not going to stop anything. It just doesn't work.
We caught up, I think.
We are caught up, ladies.
Super chats.
And we
Thank you
managed-
so much, everyone.
Amazing tonight. Thank you for all the
Yes.
support.
Thank
Yeah,
you
it's keeping
guys,
under 4 hours.
seriously.
Wow.
Mandy loves dirty songs. Well, don't we all? I will remix Tom's song. I can do it. Well, actually, there's a couple people already who are taking on that. But if you want the, if you want to do a remix, hit me up. I'll send you the separate tracks, so you can have fun with that. And who knows? Maybe I'll make an album all of just the remixes. But I do have another album, like the entire album that's a part of, is in the works. So, and then Adam Wolford coming with another one, Clutch, here at the end.
So, a world without men, it means all of the women have to take all the jobs that men had will have to do them.
No, I don't want to do that.
Not
sucks.
I.
No, I don't. Mm-mm.
I
Look,
like men.
I always do the bit what the world would be like without women, and we wouldn't last long. We'd all live in caves and have monster trucks.
I believe that. I believe that. You definitely would probably be all addicted to video games, and
Yeah,
nobody would
there was-
feed you, and y'all would be
That's the
sitting there
cool
hungry
shit, but
while
we-
you play, and
We
yeah.
blow ourselves up all the time. That's the problem.
Yeah, with piles of candy wrappers and stuff all around you, and fast food napkins stacked up, it would be a hot mess.
Underwear not washed. You've been wearing
Yeah.
it inside 10
And I don't even
you
want to
feel
imagine.
You wore them so long, you flipping them inside out and wearing them the other way for a while.
You know you do.
Oh
And
my
I'm
God.
sorry, but a lot of those ladies saying that shit aren't thinking about what the world would be like without the luxuries they have that men did create.
You know what? Wasn't the tampon created by a man?
It was, unfortunately, but yeah.
Mhm.
Oh wow, that would not. No.
No cars, no airplanes,
A lot
Now,
of
y'all-
electronics.
Y'all been doing shit for a
no
while. Now.
gasoline.
No,
Yeah, we
I
like to
wouldn't-
make shit go. We have to
I
have
mean, I
stuff to make
wouldn't
it
even
blow up.
Even without your stuff that you guys created, I couldn't live without men in general.
I know.
I mean,
It would
who
be
would
so
I aggravate?
boring.
It
Right.
would be. Who would I aggravate all day? I would be
No.
so
See-
fucking bored.
who
and-
would change the oil in my car? I mean, I
Right.
paid that and homemade sandwiches
Exactly.
and food and stuff.
My car freaking almost burned, and who's gonna fix it? I wouldn't have anybody. Like,
Well, and that's not to
hell.
say there isn't women who can do that, but
No, of course not.
in most cases, most things that we live in
Mhm.
the world today were brought about because men were thinking,
Wanted
shit,
to
I got to
get
impress that chick.
I'm gonna make it something that can go.
I
I'm
guess,
gonna make
yeah.
a plane.
Exactly.
Trust me, if it wasn't for
Hilarious.
women, we wouldn't be wearing clothes.
No, you wouldn't.
No.
Very true.
That's why we have houses. That's why we have clothes. That's why we drive anything that isn't like huge and goes. It's because of women. Because that's where like all this regal shit comes from and all that kind of shit. That's all trying to get laid. Because we learned that grabbing you all by the hair and banging you on the head and taking you into the cave just didn't work real well. You woke up with a headache. And that was the point where the first woman says, no, I have a headache.
Right? Exactly. They got
Where it
hit
all
with the Where's My Dinner
started.
Bitch Club.
So every time us men start our shit and then we want some sex, it's this like proto-monologic thing from the deep down inside. They're like, fuck you, I know how to get out of this. I have a headache.
Oh my
Ah,
god.
shit, I ain't dealing with that. Make meat.
Oh God.
I kill meat, you make it.
Wow.
That was the universal deal.
It pretty much was.
Yeah, you feel it. I mean, it's just like with my relatives in the South. Then go out, we catch the fish, we bring them home, you clean and cook it.
And then we do the dishes together.
Yes.
Coughtron is a great name. I like that. Says, enjoy your show as always. Thank you. Well, thank you. We're glad to have you here. If it wasn't for the audience, we'd be talking to ourselves, sounding like a bunch of freakazoids.
That is true.
Bruce Lombardo is next. If someone wants to take that, I don't know who left off on what.
I think it's actually me. Bruce Lombardo for $9.99. Thank you so much, Love Bug. I don't know a single woman who would want to drive a waste sucky truck pulling septic tanks and grease daily. I love you, ladies and people, but let me handle this. But all you, Love Bug, all
you can have that.
I highly doubt too many women would work in sanitary things like in sewage or anything like that. And I'm sure there are a few, but I know there's not many.
It's not a,
it's all you, Bruce.
Not a feminine job.
Thank you
for doing
Culture,
it.
I'm not so sure about this statement. I almost feel like women have to exist for the village people to come about in a weird way. It just, I don't know. Without men, village people.
Lorena's very impressed with this super chat. Are you, Lorena? You look kind of mad about this.
I'm kind of, maybe it's late, but I'm trying to figure that one out.
I just don't know if the village, because if it was just men in the world, the village people would totally not happen.
No, I don't think the village
I don't
people
think they
would
would either
Yeah.
because it's kind of aren't they modeled after women in a way?
Well, they're partially very popular among the gay crowd. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
We are talking about village people like YMCA village people, right? Like that's not code for something I don't know.
I mean, that's a good debate to have.
Let's put it what we thought it was and kind of what it's rumored to be, not the same thing.
Phyllis Mallory. Damn it. This is, and I actually made this a while back because this is how much I love this bit.
Listen up, big guy. I got 3 good reasons why you should just walk away. Number 1, look at that guy. He's got that sissy stringy music thing.
We've been through this. It's a harp, and you know it.
Reason number 2, look what I can do.
What? What does that have to do with it?
No. He's got a point.
I thought the look what I can
That
do.
is men in a nutshell.
Oh, my beer and watch
is.
For a second, I thought the look what I can do thing was from a Mad TV's like Stuart when he's like,
could have
"Look
been.
around."
Yeah, look what I can do. Look,
It could be. It could very well be.
I
It could
love
very
that.
well
I love that.
be. But when I think of that, that's what I think about. But yeah. I know I got one.
MJ1 Media, thank you so much for $2. Says LMAO. Since we're in regress age, I'll get my club.
Lucy with the $5 super chat. Men are some of the most wonderful beings to ever exist. Some people just don't know it yet. Side eyes Twitter.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and here's something I want to leave everybody with and remind you. There's nearly 8 billion people on the face of this earth. And not even 200 million are on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yet the corporate, Hollywood, elite follow every little whim of the Twitterati. Just take that into consideration for a moment. Just remember that.
Well, there's good and bad in everybody, man. There's good women.
No,
and
I
there's
know,
good
but
men. It's just crazy that
my point is that they're bending to the whims of less than
I know
0.001% of the population.
That small microcosm that doesn't truly represent the world at large.
There's more people
That's all they care about.
What was that, Jane? Sorry.
It's accessible, so that's all they care about.
Right. Culture Casino says, without men, the Weather Girls wouldn't exist.
That's true.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Did you know that one of the Weather Girls was one of the ladies that was in like fucking the whole thing of the 90s? Like she was in all those songs from like CNC Music Factory and shit.
Martha Wash?
Yeah, and then they in the videos, like she ended up suing him and shit and got and she's the reason now in music videos you have to have the person who sings the song.
Yeah. What? They thought it was CNC Music Factory made it seem like it was a skinny chick.
It wasn't just them either. It was Black Box and a few other ones too that did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chick, one of the chicks from the Weather Girls, Martha Washington, she was the one singing all that kind of shit. I think wasn't she even the one that was on Good Vibrations with Marky Mark too?
Yes. Wait, no.
If not,
it was another chick.
Was it?
Yeah. Good Vibrations was somebody
last
else.
name Hathaway or something.
Okay, but you had a lot of that going on to where they got in trouble for that. So then they made a rule to where you cannot have the person singing in the back, like the background singers and stuff like that, misrepresented anymore.
Yep.
I'm surprised Milli Vanilli didn't cause that.
It is kind of. I think it is almost called like the Milli Vanilli rule in a way.
Okay, because that was some wizard.
That was kind of the breaking point of it, because then it was like, really, how far can you take this shit?
Right. Yeah.
Sean the Man 71 says, without men, wokeness would have started in the 1800s. Now, I don't know if it ever got that far.
No,
I hate to say that women would have been able to make houses and probably would have figured out plumbing and a few things, but they wouldn't have probably had any reason to create cars, or I don't know. There's so many things that just we created just to get laid.
Women created computers.
I mean, women did have a lot to do with computers and a lot of modern stuff. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that. But like the industrial evolution was clearly pushed by men. I mean, like that.
As someone who works in a male-dominated field, yes, I would have to agree. Yes.
Yeah.
It is. You had women in there that, they had their contributions and everything, but the majority of that, a lot of it was men.
And it depends on your chemical makeup, but in most cases, if your chemical makeup is generally average, men are more predilected. What's the word I'm looking for? They generally go more towards like technical fields and are good with their hands and stuff like that, and as opposed to dangerous fields. And women, on the other hand, tend to go for more nurturing and caring and those kind of
fields.
Teaching and other things like that.
Yeah.
Which is there's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time, it's nothing wrong with a woman wanting to do one of those more dangerous things either. But
do what you're good at, what your heart leads you to do. Yeah. Like when I went to school, once was for nursing, not my bag, and the other was for teaching. So I picked more nurturing roles because that's what I'm good at. So that's what I enjoy. So.
And they keep talking about, they need more women in STEM. Well, women don't particularly pick that field.
No.
That's just,
Well, they're under the misconception that it's because of all these things that we intake that, Ghostbusters was an example of that, where they're like, oh, because of Ghostbusters now women think that science is cool. It's like, okay, so you're just basically taking a big old dump on all the women who got into STEM prior to this and other, research areas due to Ghostbusters.
No. they are not trying to say that hunk of junk piece
Yes,
of
they
shit
are.
Ghostbusters
Yes,
got
they
women
are.
interested in science and math.
Yes, they are.
My-
Fuck Marie Curie. Forget that.
That movie was hot garbage bullshit, and
I never
they
saw
know
it.
it.
Girl,
Why
you
didn't
better off. I made the
you-
mistake
yeah.
of watching it. There was one
I watched
storyline.
some. It was shit.
One. It was
wasn't-
crap.
It wasn't good unless you want to talk about these nasty women jokes that even I don't find funny. It's
They
just
weren't funny. Funny women who weren't funny.
If anything, that NASA movie may have done would have, that would have.
Oh,
perhaps
Hidden
encouraged the girls to
Figures,
join. Yeah.
definitely. That was amazing. And
Yeah.
and no man.
Star
came
Trek.
to that flick.
People overlook Star Trek all the time too.
That's
Mhm.
true.
Mhm.
That's
Star
true.
Trek probably got more women involved in science than anything.
probably.
Period.
Yeah.
True.
No, Patrick Mendel. I do not dislike Ghostbusters '84. I love it. That
No,
one.
no.
Oh,
I'm talking about the female Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
not
she's
the
talking about
2016.
yeah, the narrative they were trying to push that because of this
Yeah.
movie now girls think it's okay that to be into science and shit. It's like no, girls already were into it if they're going to be into it.
Yeah, the original Ghostbusters was amazing. Hell, I even liked the second one. I thought that one was just as good.
I
as
like the
first
second one.
I think I may like the second one actually more than the first one.
The one was fun. The second
It
It
has
was.
its moments.
It was. They had the
wasn't as
slime
good
up
as the
underneath the
first one,
city.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I may have liked it better than the first one. I think.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay,
I'd
I
have
don't know
to
about
rewatch
that.
them again.
Let's
I'd
not
have
get
to
ahead of
rewatch
ourselves here.
Right.
So,
I'm just kidding.
No,
Culture,
it's like-
if you want to like the second one, that's up to you. It does have probably more for women to gravitate towards. I can see that. Like if you're a straight cis woman, you'll probably gravitate a little more because you've got a lot more to go off of. Dana's a bit more of a stronger character there. She has the more motherly role. The men are a bit more subdued than they were in the first movie, where they're a bit more edgy. In the second movie, they're softer, a little bit more approachable. There's a bit more of a romance going on between Rick Moranis and what's her face's character as well. Annie Potts' character.
Mhm.
Jesus, I can't believe I forgot Janine's name.
I just like the slime that's underneath the city.
Slime, yeah.
I
I mean,
know
the
it's
plot
not
itself's
slime,
not
but
horrible, but it's just tame compared to the first one. And
It was very tame.
The
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
one was just crazy. Which is
Yeah.
why
I
it
love
was
the
so much
first
fun.
one.
Culture Casino says, without men, the Beatles would just be food. I'm not sure what the fuck you
What?
mean by
The
that, Culture.
Beatles would
Are
be
you drunk,
food.
Culture?
Without
I mean, the Beatles probably wouldn't exist. That's true.
yeah.
But
Dude, don't go down the Army Hammer path. I don't know what's going on with your culture. That's weird.
Oh my gosh.
Army Hammer's still pissed he didn't get the part of Hannibal Lecter, evidently.
Mm.
No, we got- just chit chatting here. We got a whole bunch of super chats coming here. Not that I'm complaining, but just so you guys are prepared for this.
Yeah, 'cause-
Okay.
I'll try and get these going so we can get through them though, because it is late for these ladies. They have been bosses tonight, kicking ass. Speaking of bosses, Culture Casino says, I appreciate women, but mostly the boss. And that's because
Aw.
Culture Casino likes to get laid.
Yeah.
Culture boss, hi. I don't know
as
if you're
we
watching.
should.
And hi. Yeah, Culture likes to get some. So
So he makes sure that the boss is happy. That-
exactly.
That's where I
Culture
wonder
is
where all
a
this.
smart man. Culture
Well,
is
you
a
know,
very smart man.
Where did this shit ever come from that women were ever like powerless? Because it's like nobody's happy if mama's not happy.
I know. And
Mama
that's
wears
why-
the pants in
get
the
it.
family.
Uh-huh.
I mean, especially you go to like certain cultures, like the mom is definitely the matriarch of the family. Like you don't cross mama. Like dad usually you can get away with some shit. Like
But
you know,
Mom.
well, not to quote Bill Cosby because he's so taboo now, but that one skit he does about chocolate cake is a perfect example of why mom's being pissed. That is great. He gives us the chocolate cake. My wife comes down the stairs and her head splits down the middle and fire shoots out. And she's like, why are the children eating chocolate cake? And they turn on me and they say, Dad, let us have it. He made us do it.
Oh god.
Y'all know you do that shit to us too.
Yeah.
I've seen it in action.
It's Dad's fault.
Mhm.
He made us.
Oh God!
Bruce Lombardo. Yeah.
$4.99. This battle of the sexes stuff bores me. Somebody get Mandy and Lorena on a tear about how they require sweet tea. Oh,
I do have to have at
Sweet
least
tea.
one glass of sweet tea every day.
Yes.
Preferably having some lemons to add a little lemon on the side. Occasionally.
Is that just a Southern thing or what?
It is.
It is.
If you want to offend somebody from the South and they are not diabetic, serve them unsweetened iced tea and see how that goes for you.
Watch them raise hell if you bring.
Be a thing.
It shouldn't even be a thing. I've actually been asked that before. Why the fuck is this even a thing? Why is this something you offer?
Exactly. It's a fight. It is.
Yeah.
Really
I'm convinced Culture Casino's drunk. He's like, without men, no country songs about trucks. Are you kidding? That's what all the songs would be about. Because we wouldn't have no women to sing about. It would be all about our trucks and men.
It would all be about trucks and dogs.
It's all it would be about. My
and you might
awesome.
You might actually add like a woodshed. Like a woodshed song, like I don't know, like a
my woodshed's bigger than yours.
Guys, Nina's got to split.
Yeah, Nina's got to get rolling. We got to get through these anyway.
Yeah.
So
take care, I'm so Nina. Sorry. I love you guys. Thank you
no,
for
that's
inviting
not.
me.
That's all right. We're already crawling into 3.5 hours here.
you.
We're just about caught up, so we can get rolling anyway.
I love you guys so much. Thank you, Tom. It's wonderful.
No problem.
Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Love you guys. Bye.
Arasaka the Fancy Goose says Grace Hopper built the first computer compilers. Yeah. No, like I'm not talking about that part of it so much as I am the other side of it. Right. But no, totally. Without innovation on one end or the other, it still wouldn't have pushed the other. We need both. Adam Wolford says, "Hey Tom, there's nearly 7 billion people on Earth minus one." Because that's Doomcock living in the center of the universe with dinosaurs and bug people. Goddamn velociraptors.
Oh, God.
They always chewing on the wires and shit. Culture Casino says, y'all want to comment on my grands making 6 jars of tea for 5 for sweet tea and 1 for unsweet. It was the proper way. I think he's drunk.
He must
Are you drunk, Culture?
Actually, no, that was actually pretty lucid because we talked about the whole sweet tea debate on my Western Florida stream. So yeah, that story is
okay. Maybe he's not so drunk.
It's still up in the air for me. I'm not 100%.
You would not get an unsweetened tea from anyone in my family.
No,
you will if there's someone you know who's diabetic, then you'll have it in the back.
There's only 2 kind of teas I like. Titties.
I have it. I just know that it's no, they wouldn't have water, but we used to actually have one. We don't really talk about it. We don't offer it to guests because that's just offensive. We just have that one relative who,
Jane's the only one who heard that joke.
It's not made with cane sugar, so they can put their own sweet and low or
right
in it.
Yeah, we've never even done that. I think like my grandfather's diabetic, and I think his thing was is if you came over and you wanted tea, you in the wrong fucking house because ours has sugar in it. Better go get your ass some water in there.
Exactly.
I mean, that may just be us, but I'm pretty sure that's how that rolled for him.
We
So
ain't doing that extra step unless it's somebody we know.
Right, you better take your ass in there and get you a cup of water. Because
And evidently, Jane was the only one who heard my joke.
Oh, what was it?
No.
Oh, it's too late now.
No. Now you got to tell us.
I said there's only 2 kind of teas I like in the world. Tit teas.
I'm mad I missed that because that's funny.
I hate tea. I can't stand it. But maybe if I had some real Southern tea, I might change my mind.
It's a process. There's a pride in making delicious sweet tea.
Yeah, you just never had none of ours.
That's I can imagine. Up where I'm from, it's like nobody drinks tea. Bruce Lombardo says, how many of us Gen Xers came to the realization that they need to do something more because of cartoons that we had in the 80s? Did you watch G.I. Joe or He-Man and want to do things right? Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I agree with that. The heroes I grew up with made me want to be a better person. Or I would think sometimes of certain things like that definitely molded me as a child to want to be a quote unquote good man or whatever. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about ladies in your role models from when you were kids? Because actually, I'd actually argue that you guys probably had better role models growing up than some of these more recent shit that's out there.
I don't know, because I grew up like idolizing Marilyn Monroe, and
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, literally, I saw her the first time when I was about 5 or 6, and I thought she was the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen. And yeah, I started collecting stuff and started, so I don't know. I was all about Marilyn and girls like Marilyn. So I always thought they were beautiful.
Jane?
Yeah, I've always been a Wonder Woman fan. So
there you go.
Yeah, definitely respected and looked up to her strength and also her compassion. That was always important.
All right. Lorena, any of them stick out to you?
I watched G.I. Joe. I watched He-Man. My favorite is going to be She-Ra.
She-Ra.
Oh,
good choice. Good choice.
I love that. Just her journey where she was evil, so to speak, and then had that change, and then she was like all about freeing her people.
She's a conniver.
Yeah.
She be lying and spying. No, that's what I bring up to people. You're right, because people don't realize She-Ra's a bit more of a complicated character than her brother.
Yes. Yeah. He's more,
straightforward. Exactly.
With She-Ra, it's more of like, I have to be careful and kind of navigate my way around, around certain situations.
Yeah.
It wasn't really cut and dried, but learning those lessons through each episode, it's like life isn't always very simple. So those were great lessons, like to learn.
Yeah.
So I freaking love She-Ra.
Because Adora's technically a bad guy. So. Yeah. Culture Casino says, happy wife, happy life, rules I stay alive by.
Yeah, there you go.
Not just live by, but stay alive by.
Stay alive by. There you go.
No, I don't think you're so drunk, because now you're making total sense.
Now you're making sense. Yeah.
Stephen Otten says, I'm from South Carolina. They will pour a gallon of sweet tea down your throat if you're not careful.
You got that right.
Again, I'm sure. I reiterate a million times over. I'm more than willing to bet if I had some of these, especially like some of these ladies' tea or anything like that, I'd be like, now that is better than any tea I've ever had in my life, including titties. But we'll see. One of these days, I might have actual Southern tea.
I don't know. I make good tea, but tea is tea. Titties, that's.
See, I like how you think.
Right?
Culture Casino says, Culture Boss is laughing. My job is done. Well, I hope Culture Boss liked my little bits about what the world would be like if women didn't exist either.
There you go.
And
the
hello,
headache bit is
Culture
pretty good.
Boss.
Culture Boss is awesome.
All right, kids, let's get the hell out of here because it is late as can be. I'm going to do this real quick. Do subscribe to Lorena. Do you have anything you really want to plug real quick before we go?
Tomorrow at 12 p.m. There's a premiere on my channel of an interview Fat Steven Seagal and I did with the guys from Geek Time TV. Cool. So please do check that out tomorrow at 12 noon on my channel.
There you go. Mandy, anything you got coming up on your channel?
Yeah, well, not necessarily my channel, you guys, but don't forget to go to Indiegogo and check out my comic book, Word of the Wizard 2, Portal of Echoes, and Pirate Queen, guys. We close it down on April the 2nd with Pirate Queen. So if you have not backed it yet and you wanted to, make sure that you go check that out because we will be closing it soon. And you guys don't forget to get this awesome merchandise from Midnight's Edge. It is freaking awesome. So comfy. So soft and nice. Make sure that you go check that out as well. So yeah, and don't forget to sub at my YouTube channel at Mandy Summers. That's it. I'm good. Oh no, Tom disappeared.
All right. I was sharing your work wizard thing. And Jane, tell a little. Do you got anything coming up on your channel?
Actually, I just dropped a video with an update regarding the Game of Thrones prequel. A new writer has been hired, so definitely check that out. And I have my Snyder Cut review on my channel as well at Jane Theory. Thank you.
All right.
Awesome sauce. All right. Oh, I'm so tired. And the ladies did a great job, so they deserve a maximum effort. As always.
Come on, you
Couldn't do it without them.
He's so cute.
They are the show.
Let's go.
Go and strut.
And with that, I want to thank everybody. Do a little koalas in the rain.
Koalas in the rain. Koalas in the rain. No fucks given. Koala.
And a Timmy. All right.
love that.
With that, let's get the heck out of here.
Bye, y'all.
I love you guys out there. Thank you so much for listening and hanging in with us. We appreciate it. We couldn't do it without you. Take care, and we will see you next week.
Proving that the fandom menace isn't just toxic white males. It's toxic femininity, brought to you by Midnight's Egg.